All back. What's going on? What's going on? How y'all feeling? You don't really feel like it. I'm gonna get back into reading the year 2000 AD and what to expect. What point do we get to? Jordan Maxwell. I'm good, family. I'm doing what I can. No complaints. All of this is explained 10 years after I explained these same facts day in and day out in the class to a bunch of people who obviously weren't listening with a sincere heart. They were faithful but not true. However, now you want to accept what I say. As I explained in my other lectures, there are many people who doubt me, so they question me and my followers, the family of the Holy Tabernacle, as to whether what I am teaching and have been teaching is true or a fabrication of my mind. And I've answered them simply by revealing facts. Are you going to say I made it up? I put out over 100 books this year. When did I get the time to make all of this up? Now, if you say I can put out 100 books a year, a holy scripture, which is called the Holy Tablets, and now another scroll about the New World Order, then for those of you who think that I am fabricating all of these things in my head, again, as I have said before, thank you for the compliments. Yet I cannot and will not let you continue to slander and fill the hearts and minds of the people with misconceptions about what I am teaching you. These people, such as Jordan Maxwell, are giving you half-truths. That is why I am here to clear it up and give you the facts beyond a shadow of a doubt. In this scroll, I will discuss the year 2000 AD and what to expect in question and answer form. Questions from people who want to know the facts. People who want the right knowledge, right wisdom, and a right understanding, which will lead them to sound right reasoning, Nuwapu. There is no more room for lies. The hourglass is almost empty. We are in the last 3 years. Your Bible says beware of the last 3.5 years. What would mean as of June 1996 AD until the year 2000. Walk with me on this journey as your mind is about to embark upon right knowledge, so factual that no other teacher, preacher, imam, sheikhs, pastor, pontiff, deacon, rabbi, high priest, Kohen, etc. can dispute or change, for truth is truth. Question: why is it that every time you try to convey the message to people, there's always someone in the crowd that would step in and distract the minds of everybody? What are you supposed to do? Answer: you're not supposed to do anything. That's their job. The Luciferians have to step in and distract you. You see, I'm the type of person that would convert that devil. The thing is that you all believe with or what that devil or that person that's distracting you is saying, but I wouldn't believe it. I am committed to what I do. I've been teaching and writing books for years. You see, the problem begins with you just believing in what I'm saying and believing that it's true. I don't believe. That's the difference. I know. I have the knowledge. The moment you accept any belief, you are trapped in that belief. I've told you many times that belief is ignorance, to ignore the facts. Ignorance. Either intentionally or ignorantly. If one has to believe, it means that he or she does not know, and if one does not know, that is ignorance. Thus, religious beliefs without the facts is ignorance. Religion is meant to trap your mind. It's meant to enslave you and to give you faith. It doesn't address facts. It's laced with fictitious things that they fix. They call it education. I call it edited dictation. Education means edited dictation. There is nothing that you learned in school, Sheol, which is Hebrew for hell, that wasn't dictated, then edited, and then proofread. Someone decided what information they wanted you to get, dictated it to someone else who transcribed it on paper, put it in a textbook, had someone proofread it, then they gave it to you and said, here, read this and get an education or get an edited dictation. It's all phonetics. But when you get the pieces to the puzzle, you start deciphering their tricks. You are starting to know about the year 2000 AD only because the Caucasian man is saying it. As I previously stated, I've been telling you all about that for years. When I wrote the book Leviathan 666 back in 1971 AD, you weren't interested in that part of the doctrine. You wanted to spook out. You wanted to go in the mosque to chant and declare after Salat prayers. You wanted everything that was spiritual. You did not want to hold on to the facts. You wanted the Sufism. You wanted to hold on to the belief that Allah is going to come and save you. I always wanted to say, wake up. Allah isn't going to help you. You've heard many times that God helps those who help themselves first. So what does that tell you right there? Wake up and help yourselves. One of my sayings is the helping hand is at the end of your own arm. So let go of the spook God who is going to come get you and that everything is going to be okay. Because it's not like that. That is not the reality of this life. If that was true, the world wouldn't be in such a bad state. What we don't need today in these last days and time is misinformation. We have too many Nubian leaders who are not doing a thorough research on what they teach. There are Muslims out there who are not fluent in Arabic, and they have to depend on misinformation taught to them by Arabs who didn't care, or Europeans parading as Arabs. Ben Ami, Ben Israel Carter did a great thing that went bad that was very similar to Marcus Garvey with the Go Back to Africa plan. Only they went to Israel since 1967 AD and have showed that their return there had no effects on the evils of that nation. Thus, they couldn't be the true Israelites that would return and shortly after the Messiah comes from 1967 AD to 1996 AD, which is not 29 years. That Ben Ami Carter, Ben Carter, Yahweh Ben Yahweh. Yahweh Ben Yahweh had a great economic plan, raised millions of dollars, and was apparently doing great things when he went up against the beast saying what white America cannot do to him, and how his father, Yahweh, would destroy them if they touch him or try to imprison him. Well, they imprisoned him and nothing happened. Now we have Minister Louis Farrakhan, who no Nubian in their right mind can deny, between the Million Man March, which the Holy Tabernacles Ministry attended, and his world travel on behalf of the oppressed, is a great thing for Nubians. Amorites call him names, label him many things, but they are not attempting to do anything for Nubians. They hate us and will hate us even more for listening to him. So it's a no-win situation. All I say is that his doctrine is unfactual. It has not been thoroughly researched, and it contradicts itself. In organizations like MEMPS that are putting out series of old tapes and books are not helping at all. Minister Louis Farrakhan is a man to be respected if he would realize that the doctrine that he should be teaching is the Holy Tabernacle Ministry's doctrine, Nuwapu, right knowledge, and that Islam, as taught in America, has failed Nubians. His doctrine is what I don't agree with. However, contrary to what the media is saying, he is opening an avenue for all of the Nubian leaders to join together. What's ironic is the Illuminati are in power. They are not going to be in power. They are in power. The Illuminati knows that if Minister Louis Farrakhan succeeds in uniting so-called minorities, which if they began or band together becomes the majority, then their plans for the year 2000 AD will be completely destroyed. If Nubians unite, then the devil's rule will be over and the mission that we have been working towards will be complete. Farrakhan doesn't know the terminologies, but the fact still remains that what he is saying right now about the Nubians' condition and what the Amorite wants to do to Nubians, I can't find fault in it. It's his unfactual religious teachings that I do not agree with. They fabricate lies such as Farrakhan accepting $1 billion from Muammar Gaddafi on January 24, 1996 AD. to set up a black army to fight for the people that are oppressed in the United States. What they didn't tell you is that's not what Gaddafi said. Farrakhan said that Gaddafi stated that he will put all of his wealth, which is way over $1 billion, and back Nubians here in America. Gaddafi didn't say that he would give Minister Louis Farrakhan $1 billion to influence the U.S. elections. What the Illuminists have planned is the taking away of affirmative action, Bill of Rights, welfare reform, etc., etc. Thus, they will help form a separate state so Nubians can stand on their own. They are giving you misinformation and half-truths. They are making it seem as if Louis Farrakhan only met with what Americans call terroristic leaders, like Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, the leader of Iran, and Hassan al-Turabi, the dictator of Sudan. Farrakhan met with a lot of Nubian leaders in Africa. All of the reportings about Farrakhan being some kind of foreign agent or that he was trying to overthrow the government was being done while Farrakhan was still in Africa. Think about it. Before he even returned to the United States, they had already gathered statements from the so-called terrorist Gaddafi and Farrakhan's meeting in Tripoli. That means that someone purposely informed the U.S. with the intentions of trying to destroy him because he has now realized that the American government could care less about what happens to the Nubians in the world. Instead of going against each other, what would happen if all Nubians united, regardless of the fact that they have a difference of opinion on religions? That's not the point. The point is, if Nubians unite, we will be the majority, and then maybe we can topple the beast. The Caucasians are not worrying about what you are doing. Right now, there are different groups of Caucasian people out there gathered in secluded places trying to find a way to survive. They know that this new world order is in effect. Do you think there are any Nubian people out there trying to find a way to survive? No. The only thing that Nubians are concerned with is dancing, singing, eating, partying, and all sorts of corruption that will lead them astray. Now you are left for bait. Food for the gods. Come on, my Nubian children, wake up. The hourglass is almost empty. Stop being misled into foolishness and help break the spell, which is keeping you trapped under this stupidity with the wrong knowledge and the wrong reasoning. Time is running out. If you don't decide now in these last 3.5 years, then you simply won't make it. Question: what is the New World Order? Right now, as you read the newspapers and watch the news, a one world order is already in the making. The New World Order, also called a One World Order, is the coming in of a new age or new era where the world will be under one rule and one law. The goal of a one world establishment is not a new thought. The Luciferians have been planning this New World Order for more than 200 years. I have been telling you about the coming of the New World Order for 30 years now. The Illuminati is one of the earliest formal organizations that supported the concept of the world being under one rule. This New World Order spoken of will bring about a total dictatorship within the government, which would mean the end of democracy and the beginning of a one superpower rule, which will rule all nations. In other words, one world dictatorship. The following is an advertisement taken from a book entitled Foreign Affairs, November-December 1995, that welcomes you to the New World Order. This national advertisement is subliminally telling the public that a one world order is approaching where 666, the symbol of the Antichrist, will be in control. If you turn the diagram sideways, you will be able to see that there are 3 sixes. The Luciferians are not hiding who they are or what they are doing. And after you have read these articles, take a look at the list of some of the things that the New World Order is going to offer you. In Des Griffin's book entitled Fourth Rayek of the Rich, page 54, it shows the outline plan of Adam Weishaupt's, the founders of the Illuminati's world revolution. Abolition of all ordered governors or governments. Abolition of private properties. Abolition of all inheritance. Abolition of patriotism. Abolition of all religion. Abolition of all the family. Abolition of a world government. Now, isn't this ironic that more than 200 years later, President George Bush spoke of the coming of the New World Order? According to the American Survival Guide in 1992, on page 44 through 47, it states, and I quote, George Bush attended the United Nations Security Council Summit, January 1992. The United Nations sees itself as an anchor for the New World Order. Here are a few more passages extracted from the article. You tell me whose best interest the ex-president George Bush has at heart. So he went on and put the articles in there. Question: why do they use the term order and what is meant by it? Answer: the term order simply means to bring under control, as when the judge hits his mallet on the desk to bring the courtroom under control. He says order in the court. However, when the term order of is applied to a particular group or organization, they refer to this mystical order as a cult, which in reality only means that a group of people stepped away and formed their own culture or picked out an ancient culture. Now, let me take you to the Bible to see what they use for the definition of order. In Hebrews chapter 5, verse 10, the Greek word they are using here for order is taxis, which means order and arrangement, order. An example, a fixed succession, observing a fixed time. Doesn't this sound so close to the word taxes? That is exactly what it is. This is their way of getting you to prepare for the New World Order. If you do some research, you will find out that taxes is not really mandatory. That is one of the ways of them keeping you in order. Taxes are something that the federal government has made up. Do some research. And for those of you who are here who are doubters, I have provided you with some information so that you can see it for yourself. Don't believe me? Go check it out. According to the book entitled The Federal Mafia by Erwin Schiff, it states, and I quote, in 1986, 99.5 millions were tricked into filing and paying federal income taxes when legally they didn't have to do either. If this statement shocks you, it is only because you and the rest of the nation have been thoroughly deceived by the federal government, with federal courts playing the key role, and an army of accountants, lawyers, and other tax preparers. All of these have a vested interest in keeping you ignorant concerning the real nature of federal income taxes. They are telling you right under your nose that they want you under control. The Republican and Democratic Party are ran by the same people and are funded by the same money. All the conflicts of both sides are financed with the same money. There is no difference, no separate parties, just one. The Republican, the Democrats, and Republicans are all, the Democrats and Republicans are all one and the same. We can't depend on false leaders. The so-called leader of the countries are really here to mislead you. They want you to be led. They want to lead you on a path of destruction. These principalities in high places have their own plans, and contrary to what you might think, it does not include you. Conflicts require cooperation or business of others and money. When you have world conflict, you need money to support your ideas, and you need money from a world bank, one world order. Question: what is the computer age? Answer: the computer age is the using of computers for everything, to go shopping, pay medical bills, pay your taxes, pay tolls, buy cars, glasses, clothes, books, videos, food, etc. This master plan involves digital numbering, where one is laser tattooed on the forehead or back of the hand. One of their plans is to do this through healthcare. And what does the New World Order have in store for you? In the October 11, 1993 AD Washington Times, it speaks on President Clinton introducing what they call the high-tech national identification card, which is supposed to keep track of any prescription you might need from a drugstore. How many times do you visit the doctor or hospital? If you look up the word hospital, you will see it doesn't have anything to do with being cured. It is just a place for you to be exposed to everyone else's diseases while they figure out numbers, figures, and bills, so that they can charge you and send you home with some medicine that may or may not cure you, or that they may give you side effects to keep you coming back to the hospital so they can make more money and control your health. All right. Hospital, hospice, HOSP, an institution that provides medical, surgical, or psychiatric care and treatment for the sick or the injured. A charitable institution such as an orphanage or a home for the elderly. A repair shop for specified items, a doll hospital, archaic, a hospice for travelers or pilgrims. As you can see, the word hospital comes from the Middle English word hospice, which stems from the word ghosty, meaning stranger, guest, host, or someone who has the duties of a hospital or hospitality. Thus, it is clear that the word hospital has nothing to do with going to an institute to find a cure for your illness. Read the spell of Leviathan, 666, the spell of Kingu, scroll number 15, and it doesn't stop here. Remember, money plays a major role in health. When you go to the hospital, or even when you take care or take your child to the pediatrician, you have to pay a fee. This is why you are required to get immunization shots. They stage health problems so that you will have no other choice other than to go to your doctor and get some type of vaccine to prevent you from catching something. When in actuality, instead of preventing diseases, they cause diseases. That is why there are so many side effects to some medicines. It's all a big ploy. They are not the least bit concerned with healing you or your children. You ask, how do I know this? Simply because drug companies do not want to sell anything that they cannot patent because they couldn't exclusively collect the proceeds of that product. Let me explain. The medicine that can cure you or of your sickness in 99% of the cases are natural substances, things taken from plants, animals, the earth, or even the air. And as you may or may not know, natural substances cannot be patented under any circumstance. Thus, drugstores do not want to sell them. They don't even want your doctors to know about these natural medicines because they wouldn't be able to make a profit off of your sickness. So they market what's called designer chemicals. And these designer chemicals are combinations of unnatural substances. And guess who's controlling this? None other than the FDA, a government agency. Organizations and agencies that promote these designer chemicals such as the World Health Organization, WHO, FDA, Food and Drug Administration, CDC, Center for Disease Control, and AMA, American Medical Association, are all involved with large drug companies who treat the diseases and infections that the vaccines cause. So, the same way drugs are targeted to make a certain group of people addicts, people are intentionally given diseases disguised under the name vaccines just so that you can spend even more money buying drugs or medicine or medication to cure it. If you go back and research, you'll find that in 1982, the price for a child's vaccination shots were about $7. Today, the price range is anywhere from $130 to $200, depending on where you are. There is no difference in the vaccination package, and the cost of producing the vaccines have risen. Plus, the cost of inflation is only 5% per year, which would be raised to about $10.30 over a period of 10 years. That is why the medical field is one of the most profitable businesses in the world, and the federal government has a monopoly over all the cures that you need. If the drug companies can't make money off of the drug, then they don't want you to know about it. And the bottom line is they cannot make money off of natural substances. They'd rather sell you medicine that has been patented with all of the side effects included, because they want to make sure that you do not get your hand on the natural medicines, which would cause a downfall in their profits. The government has even made natural substances like vitamins against the law for a health food owner to sell. When a doctor gives you a natural cure, the FDA will go as far as staging a gun-drawn raid on the drugstores and their offices. They have confiscated vitamins off of the shelves of the health food stores and pharmacies all over the United States. They took things like vitamin C, aloe vera products, herbal teas, etc. out of the stores. It is illegal for doctors to inject vitamin C and vitamin B12. According to Amazing Medicines, the drug companies don't want you to discover, by Cheese Revel and the staff of the University Medical Research Company in, or that might have been Colorado, in Chapter 3, FDA's Gestapo Tactics Against Vitamins, on page 23, it says, and I quote, "Worse yet, in Kent, Washington, 16 bulletproof vested FDA agents brandishing guns burst into the Tahoma clinic, commanding the employees to freeze. The agents took all of Dr. Jonathan Wright's medical equipment worth over $100,000, patients' records, and his inventory of vitamins. Also, they arrested the doctor. The FDA claimed Dr. Wright was making illegal drugs and injecting them into patients. The illegal drugs were vitamins." Alex Strauss, director of Citizens for Health, said, "For God's sake, we're talking about vitamin C and B12. And now, a year later, the FDA has not prosecuted or imposed criminal penalties in any of its raids, yet they have not returned Dr. Rice's equipment, records, or inventory, essentially putting the man out of business. We called the Texas State Health Inspector's office, and no one seemed to know whether they had returned the health food store's merchandise. What we're even more appalled at is that the way the government, cops, city, county, state, and federal regularly love to pretend to be Rambo or SWAT teams. They must love to dress up in their shoot-'em-up outfits. Why does it require a big, powerful government agency to use 16 burly cops in bulletproof vests with guns drawn to serve a search warrant on a little doctor and 3 young female employees? Now look at his article published in New Healing Discoveries, Phillips Publishing, 7811 Montrose Road, Potmac, Maryland, 2008-54 by Julian Whittaker, MD, on page 11. This is how the FDA and drug companies treat doctors who believe in nutritional healing. You're under arrest. You're crying, nutritional healing. Back to my point. This new card that is being introduced by President Clinton is making a proposal for the beginning in or bringing in of the mark of the beast, Revelation chapter 13, 16 through 17. First, it will start out as a card, which you have to carry around with you at all times. They instill in your head, don't leave home without it. This will be enforced by the government. They will put in your head that this card will stop confusion and make the world a better place. They will tell you it will stop fathers who refuse to pay child support, welfare fraud, stealing money, etc. This card will be able to replace your passport, draft cards, voters registrations, driver's licenses, and social security cards. It will be presented to you at a low fee of $1 per card so that every person can have one. This is how it will all come into play. They will introduce the thought of you losing it, meaning if you lose your card, anyone can obtain access to all of your personal and private business. Their solution for this problem will be as simple as injecting a microchip or a national tattoo right under your skin. This microchip will carry radio waves to pick up the signals and has a 10-digit alphanumerical code that will identify every and each person with this mark. According to a Washington Times, it states, and I quote, once you denigrate the idea of privacy, all kinds of innovative government controls are possible. What's the key word in this sentence? Controls. No, not control. Denigrate. And what does it mean? It means to defame or to attack. Let me show you the meaning from the American Heritage Dictionary. Denigrate or denigrated, to attack the character or reputation of, speak ill of, defame, to disparage or belittle. Look at the part that's underlined in the definition. It defines it in the Latin word meaning to blacken or defame, to de meaning take away from, and niger meaning black. They tell you that they are going to do to you out of their, or what they're going to do to you out of their own mouths. Once you take everything away from the niggers or the idea of privacy, all kinds of innovative government controls are possible. Risks that come with the health card was the Washington Times health care card. Revelation chapter 13 through 16, or 13, 16 through 18 tells you about this mark of the beast that was to come. And he calls all both what? And the beast calls all, both big and small, rich and poor, free and slaves, to get a stamp in their right hand or in the space between their eyes, so that no one will be able to buy or sell except for those that had the stamp or the name of the living beast or the number 666 of his name. This is true wisdom. So let him that has a good mind count the number of the beast or the living beast, for it is the number of a human being, and his number is 666. It is obvious that your so-called imams, preachers, or Christian ministers have been overlooking what this quote really says. I told you back in the 1971 AD publishing of Leviathan 666 that in 1992, the mark in the hand will become a reality. The word that they are using here in Revelation chapter 13, 17 is in, not on. The word on is Allah. in Ashuric or Syriac Arabic, which not only means on, but it has several meanings, one of which is in, the state of, in the manner of. So do not look at the above verse as a physical exterior marking. This mark will be in their right hand or in their foreheads. The Bible did not say on, it said in. I told you this will happen. Now, in 1996, they have manufactured a computerized chip that identifies you, and this will be the only method by which man can bank or trade with his credit card. It will be a cashless society. The mark in the forehead is a computerized chip that has your life history and will eliminate the problem of identifying a person. Thus, whenever you go to a bank or apply for a job or have to appear in court, you will have to step up in front of the beast. An infrared light beams on your forehead, registering all necessary data on you. So don't go looking for the number 666 to be printed on your forehead. The devil is more sophisticated and clever than that. Remember how they will say, oh, we're just checking everybody's temperature. That was real clever. This is what these evangelist preachers want you to believe, but don't believe them. This number would be able to be read under an infrared scanner placed at all checkout counters and places of business. Will you get that from the door? This is an international mark or universal identification. Let's take a look at all the things they are offering you today. Let's look at all the things they're offering to you today to trap you into receiving the mark of the beast. So he went into the mobile telephones, polluting airways, the smart cards. Smart cards was back in, 1995. Spin magazine speaks of the cashless society to come. Now you're carrying smartphones. Big brother's little sibling, the smart card. Anytime you see Big Brother, you're talking about the government who was watching everybody still is watching everybody. There's no such thing as privacy. All right. The smart card called vein reading is a system that will use the veins in the back of the hand or the wrist to certify that the person presenting a credit card is actually authorized to use it. Every time a person uses the card to buy a meal, enter a workplace, or gain access to a computer, the user would place their hand under an infrared scanner to assure the veins in the hand or wrist match the veins described mathematically on the card. Only approved users whose vein patterns have already been stored will be recognized by the computer. Y'all familiar with something called biometrics? You know what I'm saying? You got to go look into that if you're not familiar with it. And you also should look into the patent that Bill Gates came out with in 2020, which was the WO 2020 060606A1 patent, right? On the body activity data, the BAD, body activity data that they were supposed to be rolling out, which was a type of biometrics technology that would be able to pick up on like how your heartbeat is with the Fitbits. Right? So go look into that. Biometrics and Bill Gates patent for body activity data. Okay? Identify Inc. is marketing another computerized identification system, which uses low intensity light to read the pattern of blood vessels on a person's retina, called identification. This method is mainly used to control access to high security buildings, monitor the comings and goings of employees, and track inmates in prisons. In October of 1994, an article was published stating the Orange County Sheriff's Department is using an electronic live scan fingerprint capture and transmission system to both increase accuracy and speed of identification and to reduce the number of times suspected offenders are fingerprinted in the traditional ink-based 10-finger method. Eventually, the tedious and sometimes inaccurate ink system will be eliminated. The final card. This could be your card. Final card, world transaction card. Right? 666, which was the barcode, which was hidden because it was George Joseph Lara. If y'all got my book, Is the Computer Guide, I broke that down, right? This card is intended to be programmed with the patient's medical records or to serve as a soldier's dog tag. In an article written by the Prophecy Club, Pressing Toward the Mark of the Beast by Terry L. Cook, it speaks about the MARC card, which stands for Multi-Technology Automated Reader Card, MARC. The card is not designated for military use only. Civilians will be able to use it also. It is what you would call a prototype of the real thing. In an all-in-one card designed for the New World Order. It utilizes the technology of several medias. A flyer from the Pentagon describes it as a standard of 3 of 9. Barcode, magnetic strip, embossed data, printed information, electronic, digitized photograph, and an integrated circuit computer chip. The MARC card is the Department of Defense's smart card. It is no coincidence that the name they chose for this card was MARC, because this is just another plan that will help enforce the mark of the beast. On the back of the card, the magnetic strip is visible, along with the digital pictures, which can be recalled all across the globe. There is a computer chip on the left side, which holds 16K across the barcode. In an article published in October 11, 1993, it speaks on the card stating that, and I quote, the high-tech national identification card, or identity card, the Clinton administration has proposed is an ingenious device for keeping track of the personal lives of Americans. It will become so ubiquitous, so necessary in order to comply with government regulations. We will be obligated or obliged to carry it with us at all times. That leads to a serious problem. What if we lose it? Anderson continues, there is a solution. You see, there is an identification system you can't lose. It's the syringe implantable transponder, a permanent method of identification using radio waves. A tiny microchip the size of a grain of rice is simply injected under the skin, sort of like a technological tattoo, and far more effective than the numbers of Nazis marked indelibly on the forearms of concentration camp victims. And they refer to it as being more effective than the marks of the victims of the Holocaust. That's from an article in 1993, October 11. MARC card, the mark of deception. The card is being issued by the Department of Defense to the U.S. military. Soldiers are being enrolled into a test program to see if the MARC card will be successful. It is not being described as a card, but a mark. The mark was instituted several years ago to be able to have an instant ability to track all U.S. military soldiers worldwide. Although it is being used for the military, it is not solely for the military. It is the beginning stage of the national ID card to be distributed to every person throughout the United States. The MARC card with an integrated circuit chip and a barcode is used to store all medical, personal, family, employment, educational, legal, and religious records. The MARC system will be able to trace out any location of the card-holding member worldwide. The MARC card will replace the current meal card at the military base. The card holder will not receive meals if they are not carrying the MARC card. Medical treatment cannot be accessed without the card because it carries all medical data. This system is also being studied for use in the food stamp programs. Question: with the coming of the New World Order, will there be any such thing as welfare and food stamp programs? No, according to the New Federalist, on page 2, food stamps and welfare will be a thing of the past. It states, and I quote, "The contract with America is a contract on you." Back in the 1970s, I told you this would happen. They will have a cashless society and welfare will be backwards, saying farewell. Before I said this, no one used it. And as of September 19, 1995 AD, welfare has been cut as off. In the September 1995 AD issue of the New York Voice, Inc., Harlem, on the front cover, the article entitled Welfare Reform Bill Faces Senate House Conference, president's decision speak of how, and I quote, the welfare reform bill was approved by the United States Senate this week, has moved to the Senate House Conference Committee with some chance that a final version may be tougher than that, the one which senators gave an 87-12 vote. There are some politicians who, according to the New York Times Saturday, November 11, 1995 AD issue, say that, and I quote, this sounds more like a backroom budget deal than the true welfare reform. And others say the welfare reform bill is a disaster. This is all for the coming of the New World Order. This is where you get the welfare. We're going to change welfare as you know it. Welfare to say farewell. All right? Who heard my song Tears Galore? Where I said welfare mean farewell to the God in us. I'll be putting information in the music. You listen. What exactly does the word welfare mean? According to the American Heritage Dictionary, the word welfare is defined as welfare, health, happiness, and good fortune, well-being, prosperity, welfare work, financial or other aid provided, especially by the government, to people in need, receiving regular assistance from the government or private agencies because of need. Yet, when you look at the original languages that the word welfare comes from, you see it stems from welfaring to farewell, from Old English welfaring, well, which means well. Yet, according to the American Heritage Dictionary, they define the welfare work as being welfare work, organized efforts by a community, an organization, or an agency to improve the socio-economic conditions of disadvantaged groups in society. That totally contradicts the original meaning. How can you help when you're saying farewell to your manhood or womanhood? This cashless society I'm gonna start doing moderation. Who it is? Who is it? Okay. Bet. That totally contradicts the original meaning. How can you help when you're saying farewell to your manhood or womanhood? This cashless society will eliminate the need for the welfare system, charitable organizations, etc. This means that there will be massive starvation throughout the world. What you do not realize is welfare means goodbye or farewell to the Nubian man's manhood. Your cashless society is, in effect, as prophesied. The United States is in debt to the Federal Reserve's an independent company that prints the money. That means that, as stated on the dollar bill, this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private, as signatured by Mary Allen Withrow, Treasurer of the United States, as of the 1995 AD issue, and Robert E. Robbins, Secretary of the Treasury. They have signed their signatures to the fact that this is no longer worth its weight in gold. That is why they introduced what is called the gold card. Its introduction was the replacement of the dollar bill, which you will see gradually disappear and be replaced with credit cards as utilized throughout computer purchasing like internet. The gold card means it's equal to gold. They have the gold MasterCard, gold Visa, and gold Citibank, and anything not gold is still cash. American Express went a notch above with the Platinum American Express card, which is endless cash. People by the thousands are using credit cards. They buy gasoline with credit cards. Diners Club 2 is used for restaurants. Music video credit card, medical credit card, art credit card, etc. You could buy contact lenses, glasses, books, and food. You can purchase food through Omaha Steak with a credit card. Balducci's. You can buy almost anything through the home shopping channel. The cashless society is in effect. So anyone who denies the fact that I said this back in 1970s AD is wrong, because today you buy everything through credit. This is the cashless society. Point being, purchasing power will only be for those who can buy through the computer and have credit cards, and in time from gold up with what would be called the smart card. There is now in existence the new welfare card, the independent card. So we got the diagram of the Visa Gold, American Express, the Visa card. A better passport, the human hand. All right? Remember when the shit was rolling out with the COVID program, how it was out of nowhere, nobody had change, nobody had coins, it was a coin shortage. Y'all remember that? All the products you buy today are stamped with barcodes. According to the book, you should be able to, yeah, you should be able to snipe them now. I was going to say just put it on moderation. If you see, because they got to, again, we just read, they got to be here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really be having time to keep looking and just trying to find them. So if you see anybody, just snipe them. That's all that. All right, cool. So what do you say? What? 666, you break that down. The 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. Right? So the first 6 is for the code. The second 6 is for the product. The third 6 is universal. 666 appears on every piece of food you buy. Every time you purchase a piece of food from the grocery store, you are complying to the beast. You are not aware of the fact that this mark is not only on food, but on every product that has a barcode. Not to mention that on food, you will find the abbreviation F with a dot and H with a dot. It is clear to see that the beast is trying to deceive you. Any layman can figure out that the F stands for forehead and H stands for hand. You motherfuckers smart. That's a smart shit. Nubians promoting 666, helping to promote the mark of the beast. Read it again. Nubians promoting 666, helping. One more time they said. Nubians promoting 666, helping to promote the mark of the beast. Question. How does the barcode work and what is it called? Answer. UPC Scam Universal Product Code. The barcode clearly identifies each product for the computer. At the heart of the marking system is a national or international system that can identify every little article with a barcode. It will be a more than adequately tested system when it will start to be used to identify every individual with a barcode. The product is you. Spin Magazine, page 70, The Mark of the Beast. Here are the barcodes used today. Each area of the world will have its own identification system. In Europe, it is called EAN. What's going on? What's happening?
Somebody said that it's not you in your profile picture. You hide behind a hoodie. Like, as soon as they said that, I kicked it off. But
Okay. Yeah, we got it. We got it handled, y'all. Y'all don't have to even, from now on, you ain't going to have to acknowledge nobody. You know what I mean? Let them folk talk to themselves. You with me? Because in real life, they get squashed. Let them talk to themselves. European article numbers. Each bar in the EAN symbol is identified by the number it represents. 6 on either side, 12 bold numbers. Except the right and left center bars. 2 uniform marks on the right side identify 6 for us people. Then encodation of the EAN is different so that the computer can readily identify the manufacturer's continent. The barcode clearly identifies each produce for the computer. The invisible barcode. A laser gun will imprint the items with invisible barcodes. A scanning device will seek out and find the barcode. But before the requirement to put the mark on the people, the barcode will become invisible. Is this picture someone's idea of a joke? Is this what principalities and high places think of human beings? So when you look at it, the barcode is bars. And the person behind it is locked up. You see that? Some products have already been stamped with this international standard book number, code in preparation for the enactment of this system. The New World Order of the Antichrist associates will be a cashless society and checklist society, where every financial transaction will be computerized and executed at business centers and supermarkets without the use of cash. I feel like y'all might be the FBI. I feel like it's the FBI. You can't even log into a page that fast. She just deleted you. Y'all got to be the feds. They don't even listen. They'll have people come in. They don't even. It ain't even about what they saying. It's just the whole point is just to continue to throw it off. You got to be the feds. You got to be sitting behind a computer with 5 screens, not even calculating the time that it'll take for you to log into another one. Fucking feds. Chuck Norgan and his buddies. What is the electronic funds transfer designed to do? The electronic funds transfer cashless system is designed to remove all money from individuals, and in so doing, will eliminate all personal freedom and privacy. The recipient's benefits will be credited to an account which can be accessed with special debit cards. The electronic funds transfer, EFT, is already practiced in most cities of the United States. This system will allow a consumer to buy and sell without cash. Nah, 19 Keys ain't stupid. He wouldn't be on here playing like that. They'd stay far away from this shit. Computer merely debits and credits the account. What's interesting is the fact that there are countries today that have already fulfilled the prophecy of Revelations chapter 13, 16 through 18. Thailand, who has a contract to supply information on its population of over 56 million people, and everyone over the age of 15 is already logged in the system. They record vital information that will allow them to track any individual at any given time. The national identification card has their name, address, ID number, fingerprints, marital status, educational background, occupation, income, nationality, religion, family history, tax return, and criminal record. What more information could they possibly need on you? Some cards even list your social security number and blood type. So I want y'all to ask yourself a question. Why would they need to do all of this? Why would anybody, any government, need to do all of this? You understand? When you sign up to get on an app, you think it's just, you ever seen people say FBI, Facebook, Instagram, right? And they say, oh, it's a private company, which is why they was able to shut down Trump. You understand? Why do they need all the information that they're collecting? This is where you go into a science that I don't know if he was putting it in the books, but he was explaining it. The science was saying it was about the children. For one, they were going for the children. You with me? The blood drives. Y'all remember all them blood drives when them trucks would be set up out of nowhere? Remember they was doing that in the early 2000s? Out of nowhere, trucks would just come pull up. It was all over the U.S. They said, oh, we just trying to get blood for people. No, you were trying to detect the blood of a very specific bloodline. You understand? And they still doing it. And one of the ways that they can detect it is through the genes. And the genes is in the blood. Who are they looking for? Who is Harold looking for? And after Harold finds them, what do they intend to do to them? You understand? Why were they injecting a lot of the children when they were coming in? As soon as they come in, they inject them. Why were they trying to separate the children from the mother? As soon as they come in, they want to separate them and run all these tests. What was it about? And what is it still about? You understand? So here's what it is. A Neo can replicate himself, clone himself, just based off of the information that comes from him alone, from his findings or things that he's literally figured out. Remember when we gave you the number 666, we said, here is wisdom. Let he who has overstanding count the number of the beast. Count. You have to calculate it. Not everybody will get what was being said. What did people resort to? They said, oh, it's carbon, right? Then you had people that were coming out and saying, oh, carbon 666, that's the black people, right? Which led people like Nature Boy to come out with Carbon Nation. Said the carbon was supposed to be for the melanin dominant people. I said it a million times. I'll say it a million more. All right. Not only is carbon in all human beings, it's in all living organisms, right? So when you said carbon, which was the one element they chose on the periodic table that just so happened to have 666 at 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, it never meant black people. So what they did was because they were able to run with the carbon to say we're carbonated beings, okay, which is false if you were trying to say that we were carbonated beings only, because melanin itself would be a carbon compound, let's say it correctly. And melanin is in all human beings, okay? They just have a gene that will dominate or recede. But there's a melanin recessive gene and a melanin dominant gene. There's still a melanin compound there. You with me? Go look up what I'm telling you. There's melanin in animals. Don't think that human beings are the only ones with melanin. So when you're saying melanated, it's a trick word, for one, because what you really should be saying is melaninated. Okay, but people were asking. There was a point where they asked this brother who was by the name of the Most High, all right, or Atmos, okay, because I remember him talking to me about it. And he was saying that everybody was coming for him. The Hebrew Israelites was coming for him. Everybody was coming for him. And he was like, he don't know what to call people then. He said, I was telling the Africans, people, the Native Americans come out and say that we're not from Africa. I say that we Native Americans and the Africans say they from Africa, right? I said, how about melanin dominant people? They can't debate that. What is the debate? Either you're melanin dominant, you have the melanin dominant gene, which goes way further than just some phenotypical appearance of a brown skin or brown pigment, okay, where your epidermis says, oh, I'm brown, or some type of shade of brown, which in all actuality, a lot of these people have a shade of brown, even the ones who you call Caucasoids, all right, who appear as beige or tan at times, right? The phenotypical appearance is deeper than the phenotypical appearance. You have the genotypical resonance or appearance, which is the melanin dominant gene, which causes for the follicle to grow as it grows, which causes for the hips to grow how they grow, which causes for the lips to grow how they grow, which causes for the organs to be the color that they are. You understand? It's a whole lot that goes into it. So there's a lot that goes into the conversation of melanin dominant versus melanin recessive. That's a fact. However, there's carbon in both of those beings. There's carbon in the dirt, in the soil. You with me? So what did they do? They took the black and white spectrum, which is why I'm telling you, learn the game. Learn what status really is talking about, or state is really is talking about. When you're speaking about the correction of status, you're speaking about something that takes place in the brain or in the soul. Okay? It wasn't all paperwork, because you can give somebody all the paperwork in the world with all the alterations of the names, the titles, and all of that, and they still won't have the understanding if they haven't themselves shifted the state of their own mind or the status of their own mind or brain. You with me? So because of the black and white complex or the black and white confusion, right? They were able to say black people were 666, put people in position who came out to confuse people. What did he just say? He said Nubians, right? Promoting 666. Helping to promote the mark of the beast, all right? Where you have these people coming out to do it. You feel me? And it didn't stop with the rappers. You had your Bobby Hemmings, your Brother Panics, you know what I mean? All the rest of these people. A lot of people came out and said 666 is us. And all they did was listen to one motherfucker say it, and they ran with it, okay? And I was on Clubhouse shutting a lot of these people down because before I hit Clubhouse, I didn't know that melanin dominant adults did not know that we were not the only people who had carbon in our bodies. Because I asked, it was a room full of people. It was some people, it was Brother Kilos who did a room, I think it was. It was Kilos, another brother named Bishop Allahs, another brother, some other people who was like some Satanists, and some other people. There a lot of people was in there, right? And I asked a question to the floor. I said, yo, who on the planet Earth doesn't have carbon in them? And one of them was like, the white man. I said, that's false. So this explains the delusion. It'll take you 3 seconds on Google to find out that's false. So you mean to tell me for 50 plus years, people have been using this to say the black man because they think carbon is melanin, which it isn't. All right. It's a part of melanin. And they think that we're the only ones with melanin because they haven't been introduced to pheomelanin, and they haven't been introduced to eumelanin. They haven't been introduced to even neuromelanin and all the different types of melanin that exist. Okay, that's a problem then. That'll explain why these people came forth, right? I really want that to be handled like every time. Like, look, if you come in here without a profile picture, you're getting blocked. So everybody who my shit is toward them. I'm just saying I want it to be handled every single time. Like, don't come in my lives without a profile picture. You'll get blocked. That's first. Right? All right, cool. As long as that's clear. Everybody, if you don't got a profile picture, you might want to, I don't give a fuck if you upload a black screen. Put it on there, because if I see it, I'm blocking it. All right? So it just got a little harder for you. You got to actually add pixels to your to your ambush. Right? Okay, cool. So the truth is, okay, 666 was supposed to be calculated, and it was never something that was supposed to be reserved for the black race. So then what was the trick code or the trick word? Black. So because people said we're black, they said, okay, black must mean us. And then they rolled out the program of black with the funeral thing, the black with the death thing, the black with the devil cake, which was really brown. You know what I mean? The black was supposed to be evil. Okay? Which there's truth to even that. But because of the black code, melanin dominant people started to call themselves black. But if you look at the average melanin dominant people, you don't see anything close to black. You know what I'm saying? The average melanin dominant person is brown skin. So what they do, they said the melanin dominant people who were brown were black. The ones who were beige or tan were brown, right? And then the ones who were pink or maybe tan or beige were white. And everybody was walking around confused because they were up under spell words. Black and white were spell words. So I just want to clear that up. I done see people with tattoos of 666, didn't know why they got it, other than Bobby Hemmett told them to get it. You know what I mean? Listen, and I had to tell them, I said, yo, do you know that that's not us. Carbon never meant black people. So Nature Boy whole movement was built off of fallacy. Carbon Nation. He should have let Caucasian people, you know what I'm saying? It should have been everybody should have been there. If it's a Carbon Nation, everybody. As a matter of fact, everything. He should have been Noah. That was his role. Every living thing, okay, would have been a part of the Carbon Nation, because every living thing would have had that carbon in it. You with me? So you get what happens when people don't know the most basic things about life, and then they try to blend it into the esoterics. You with me? So that's the key thing. 666, the combination of the barcode 666, and will be an integral part of the 666 system. I feel so good about the fact that like all that fallacy is falling. I feel so good about that, because now more people is like, hell no, 999. I see more people saying, fuck that. We flipping this. Y'all tricked us. Y'all deceived us. Right? You tried to make it seem like the number of the beast was speaking about us, which was weird. You tried to have us come up under the GOAT, the Baphomet, which was weird. I'm so grateful that people are finally waking up. All right? It might not feel good, because you swear you done probably told a lot of people, nigga, 666 is us. You know what I'm saying? You probably said screaming the same shit. Satan is the soot in our brain. But now it's like you listen and say, that don't even make sense. Yeah, that's why I tell you, it's not hard to confuse the masses. Okay? It's not hard to mislead the masses when the masses don't want to look into the things that they just accept as belief. But the moment you start taking on that right knowledge and saying, no, Even if Faise say this shit, I'm finna go look this shit up and see this shit. You feel me? Listen, I didn't get to when I was reading Pop's books coming up, if he said some shit was in the Bible, I had a Bible sitting there to go look up what he said was in there. He said some shit was in the Quran, I went to go look up when I'm writing my books, I don't give a fuck if I think I know some shit. If I think I know this shit like the back of my hand, I'm still finna go look it up to confirm it. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how important the shit is. Not so that I want people to believe me because I looked into it so much, but because if you go look into it, I know I at least did my due diligence to provide you with the true information to go look up. Then to send you somewhere else where you will get a confirmation of some shit that was false. You know, if you look up flat earth, you're going to get like a million videos that's going to be convincing to you. And if you already wanted to believe it, then based off of your own confirmation bias, you're going to be like, this must be true. You with me? So it's important to remember that. If you want like both sides of the story to be able to make a better or more educated guess, because that's all it will be, that will lead you to get the more knowledge that you need so that you could actually know something, because you won't know something like flat earth versus globe earth. You won't know that of the truth about it unless you actually go and travel to see yourself. All right. If you can't go and travel or not able to at the time go and see for yourself, then all you're left with is your most educated guess based off of all of the information that you put together. It's still not knowing. So please remember that when people are arguing stuff like the earth is, listen, even if you say earth is a wave, you would not know that unless you were able to see earth altogether. I want to say this for everybody. Screen record this. Get this on record. If you have not exited the Earth's atmosphere to look at the plane that you're standing on or in, with your physical body that you are using to hear me now, you don't know the shape of the Earth. You don't know that it has a shape. You just don't know. Can we try that on for size 2024? You literally don't know. Now, you can know the shape of Jupiter. Hell yeah, look at it. Do a telescope. You can know the shape of Venus. You can know the shape of any of these planets that are visible from the Earth, which is the majority of the planets. Right? But yourself, if you haven't been able to observe, like if you're not standing on the moon, observing this planet, listen, you say you utilize psychedelics, which means you were literally hallucinating. That's what psychedelics cause you to do. Hallucinate, which is to see a different reality than the reality you're looking at right now. All right? If you utilize psychedelics to see the things around you, which I'm still trying to figure out why that would be a point, because that means you're telling me the psychedelics gave you a rocket ship, and you still got to go out there and see the plane. Now, I've astral projected out of this planet and looked back and saw what they show us on the damn TV and movies. I still wouldn't take that to court. Why? Because I haven't taken my physical body out there, and I could have been looking at an alternate reality. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't deal with this type of truth, you'll live in a delusion. There's a lot of people that live in delusions, and they run with those delusions. You with me? It's people that are going around like Isis Wisdom talking about galactic ancestors. Galactic ancestors. Galactic ancestors. And I told you I wasn't going to forget that she said the galactic ancestors used a blue beam to destroy the Georgia Guidestones. Said it was a plasma beam. And my only question was, I literally asked in her comment section, I said, which galactic ancestors? Not because I was trying to be funny, but because I want to talk to whoever the fuck has a plasma weapon and decided to shoot some fucking rocks. All I was trying to say was, I know millions of other locations they could have hit other than some damn rocks one time. Like what they got, that's the one damn shot they had, and they used it to destroy some Rocks. Now I asked her, I said, which galactic ancestors are you? What? What? Which ones? I just commented, I said, which galactic ancestors? She responded and said, you have to go within. No, y'all, break away from the illusion. They're not in tune with anything. They don't have any type of contact. They don't have any type of contracts. All right. Most of them are neither adepts nor inductees or initiates. They've walked through no order, short of TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. They're not the ones. Okay. Because when you're the ones, for one, you don't live in a delusion. Notice when y'all ask me questions, if I don't know the answer to the question, guess what I'm going to say? I'm going to say, I don't know. But most of these people who push themselves out as leaders and teachers, they can't deal with they don't know. It hurts their pride. It injures their delusion or illusion, right? That's why I spoke about that in the book of Rehab. Most people are afraid to shatter their illusion. They're afraid of it, right? But I'm so for real, like, yeah, she throwed off, and I'm throwed off. So I guess how you say take one, and I'm throwed off, but like she throw the real off. I'm throwed off for play. It's a whole different type of throwed off that's happening in that spiritual conscious community, right? Why? Because somebody took somebody from belief and threw them into a whole nother form of belief. Somebody took them from religion where they didn't know shit and threw them in a whole nother place. Said it's spirituality. That's why I said spirituality and religion are the same thing. Remember who said it first? Okay, because they try to act like they know what they talking about. Niggas even using the same shit I was saying. It's like, cause they were saying, oh, the Bible doesn't teach you that God is within. I said that's false. The Bible literally teaches that the kingdom of God is within you. Oh, the Bible don't teach about semen retention. That's false. It's in Galatians. The Bible don't teach about the third eye. That's false. The light of the body is the eye. The Bible don't teach about meditation. That's false. Everything that you're saying, the Bible don't teach about, that the spiritual community was supposed to have been given the truth about, is not only in the Bible, it's in all the religions. Everything that you find in the spiritual community, all of the religions teach it. They just teach it with different wordings. You understand? So it's like that has to be cleared up. The confusion came with that. We have to clear it up. So I just wanted to say I'm grateful that all that confusion is finally starting to clear up again, because Pops cleared up the confusion when he came to set the record straight. Right? And you have to wake up from the spirituality spell. Okay? You got to stop calling yourself spiritual. I know it grew on you. Okay? But it doesn't make sense. You feel me? If I ask you, what does it mean to be spiritual? I bet you somebody going to jump in and say spirit means breath. Okay, then everybody's spiritual. The dog is spiritual. The cat is spiritual. The anything with lungs is spiritual. Anything that's breathing in and out is spiritual then. Okay, so then why do you have to call yourself spiritual? That's like saying, I'm breathing. You know what I mean? What are you? I'm a Christian. What are you? I'm Muslim. What are you? I'm breathing. And if that's what you're saying, I don't have no problem with that, because in all actuality, that's true. You're breathing. Okay, but what makes what you believe in different than what these people who are over here believe in? You have to ascend beyond spirituality and become scientists again. You know what I mean? If I ask you what you are, tell me you're a scientist. Okay, which means you're working on the things that you know. You feel me? Religion doesn't keep you from being spiritual. Ignorance keep you from being one of the ones who know. You with me? How does religion keep you? You got the word spiritual from religion. You'll find God is spirit in the Bible. You'll find spiritual in the holy books. It was all about being spiritual. So how does religion keep you? No, it wasn't religion. It was ignorance that kept you from. Y'all think spiritual means like enlightened. No, enlightened means enlightened. So enlightened, yeah, you can call yourself enlightened. And then I ask you, okay, what are you enlightened on? All right? You're enlightened on certain subjects. Enlightenment on the subject makes you Illuminati. Okay, then you're Illuminati. Okay, you're Illuminati, you're enlightened. Then that's your role, to be enlightened and to teach and lead other people to become the same. But if spiritual is breathing, or spirit is breath to you, which is way deeper than that, then everybody is already that. Can you prove that the ancestors speak to you? Can you prove it? And when you say the ancestors, can you name all of them that are talking? Can you tell me how you heard the names of all of them that told you the names? All right. If those names were revealed to you and they speak to you, can you ask them to speak to me that same way? Are they not able to speak to me that same way? Now, whatever you're saying to me, how do you prove it? How do you prove they told you the names? How do you prove that they gave you a message? How do you prove it? No, spirituality is not, you don't need a middleman, because who is Rashad Jamal? Who is Bobby Hemmett? Who is Brother Panic? Who is Young Pharaoh? Y'all didn't want the middleman. That's what you're trying to say. Spirituality is we reject the middleman and accept everybody the fuck else. Right? No. Who are the Orisha? Are they the source of our creation? Because I know African spirituality literally deals with those brothers and sisters as middlemen and women. All I'm saying is try again. That's all I'm saying when I respond like this. Right? So if you don't need a middleman, you can go directly to the source. Let me ask you, you should be spiritual then. Please describe the source for me. I want you to go directly to, don't go through me. I'm the middleman. Go directly to the source and describe it for me. I'm asking you a question, big bruh, Reb. I want you to describe the source for me. I want you to do it right now. Go directly to it and describe it. And whatever you describe, you should be the only one who can describe it. It should be indescribable to anybody who can't access it. So please describe the source. The source is, how could a source be light when light comes from a source? Come on now. Where the Kabbalion students? Kabbalah. Divine light. Spoke about ancient technologies, mystic technologies, magic technologies. They spoke about a source and what was being emitted from the source, which was divine light, which divinity was just another way for them to say technology that they didn't understand. Okay, I am awaiting the description of the source. Go directly to it. Don't pass go. Don't collect 200 followers. Go straight to the source and describe it for me. Describe it for me. The great mother who came from where? I will ask you. Where did the great mother come from? And you know that the great mother is not a description, right? If I say, describe the thing, you say it's a rock. That's not a description. That's telling me what it is. So I'm asking 13 Aunt also, describe where or what the great mother came from, because she couldn't be the source. She would have had to come from somewhere to be a thing. Or how did she form? So where did the great mother come from? She came from the sky. The great mother is the sky. And the sky is the sea. If you this world or in this world. The great mother came from the sky. She is the sky. The sky is the sea. Are you talking about Namu? Are you referring to Namu, the god of the sea and the heavens? Okay, where did the sky come from? And where did the sea come from? If the great mother is the sky, and she came from the sky, which is the sea, that means the great mother is the sea and she came from the sea. Okay, where did the sky and the sea come from? All is energy. Creator of all the origin. Where do they come from? Source has no form. Watch this. How do you know? The light is what I see in you. How do you see a light in me? If you're looking at only a reflection of what is outside of me. As above, so below. Now you ain't doing nothing but just quoting. This is where you say, I don't know. We could have gone on for another 2 hours. I'm cutting it short. I'm giving you the answer. You don't know. But you can't say that? Are you not able to? Say, I don't know. You don't know. So then, why is the source something that everybody is speaking about as if they do? Without acknowledging that there is only one who knows all, which would be whatever it is you're talking about. You don't think the source knows what the source is? Too much pride. And this is why right knowledge was necessary. Don't believe me. Check it out. No, you will know the truth and the truth will make you free. I knew that's where you were going. You feel me? This is what light is to you. So what is it? What do you mean? What light is to me? It doesn't matter what light is to me. Light is photons and electromagnetism. Light is an occurrence that we all can observe. Particle waves, particle beams. It's a million words for it. There's a science because of the English language that we use in that we can prove that there's light and a source that would lead to light. Light bulb, filament goes off because of the charged particles that move through it. Source gives light. Light bulb. If you're telling me that the light bulb is the source of all creation, there's a problem. Because the light bulb was formed out of the elements that come from what's supposed to be the source of all creation. But the light bulb still operates as a source, correct? Okay, if the ability to tune within is light. Hey, I don't know if you heard, Songbird, but you got to have a profile picture when you come in here. Some type of profile picture. I don't care if it's an ant. I feel like I'm not ready to understand. That's a fact. You're ready to overstand. The understanding was what got people to the confusion. Don't you see how easy it is? You with me? All you got to do is say, I don't know. That's why we say what? Nashhadu alla ilaha illallah. All right? There is nobody who would be worthy of praise but that being who would know all of the things that are to know. And so because you don't even know who or what that is, all right, the smart thing or wise thing to do would be not to discount Allah or not to discount God. How you just going to say there is no God, but then say there's a source and God meant source? Allah is the source. What if there was a way for you to know, and the only way you could know was through your own prostration of being humble enough to learn? Now, don't talk to J Dorn 1K. Talk to me. I don't expect you to get it. No, talk to me. Listen. Look at me. I asked you to describe the source. Do you know the description of the source? And while they're looking for that, all right, how can you prove that your ancestors are communicating with you? To a Christian who's looking at you, talking to you. How can you prove that your ancestors are talking to you? How can you prove it? Okay, so how do you know those ink words are true? I don't. That's the point. I don't know. Listen, again, my teacher, Dr. Malachi Z. York, was the one who came out with the phrase, "Don't believe me, check it out." He didn't tell me to believe. Listen, all this shit could be false. It's my damn fault if I just accept it to be true just because he said it. So I don't know. Did you expect that one? Or did you expect me to say, oh, because Pops wrote it, it's true? Like, what are you talking about? I'm not raised that way. But y'all are the ones who will say, because Bobby Hemmett said it, it must be true. And Bobby Hemmett don't have nearly as many accolades, books, qualifications, languages learned, or any of that Malachi York does. And with all of his accolades, languages learned, books and everything, he still said, don't believe him. So when I read the books, guess what's in the back of my mind? I don't believe any of this. Which means that if something stands out to me to actually want to know, guess what I have to do? My own due diligence. So here's what I can advise. Instead of deflecting with a question, say, I don't know. It's more intellectually honest. Don't deflect with a question. Okay, so how you know? Was it? No, just answer, I don't know. Or give me the answer I'm asking for. I'm going to open it up. Who can describe the source of all creation? Who can describe it? Right now. Try it. I want somebody to describe God, the source of all creation, right now. I want to see who thinks that they can prove that God exists. Who can do it? I know all things, even if not right now. What I ate yesterday. Well, I actually didn't eat. What I ate what I ate on the 16th of January of this year. You know all things. What did I eat on January 16th? Jesus, y'all. We almost going into the fourth. Is this the fourth day? It's the third day. We're going into the fourth day, y'all. Food. What type of food? If you say digestible, I'm blocking you. I'll plan. How you know I ate? What if I didn't even eat? Healthy food. Did I eat some healthy food? Right? The point is, you don't know. What if I'm lying? What if I didn't eat shit? Nah, I'm playing. I had some kale, some carrots, and some quinoa. Now you know, right? Now you know what I ate, correct? No, you don't. You just know what the fuck I just said. That's my point. Listen, you cannot know if I ate, what I ate, any of that. Hold on, these source submissions are coming in, I think. Just brainstorming from studying computer science and quantum energy. God is a nine spinning and internal cosmic intelligence. How you know that? When did you see that or observe that? How do you know? The Most High doesn't need to have a proven existence. That sounds like I don't have to prove a flat earth. Globe earth has got to prove a globe. How do you know the Most High? Let me ask you a question. How do you know the Most High doesn't need to have a proven existence? And how do you know that there's a such thing as the Most High? They make it harder for themselves. The net being is best closest thing to what you didn't eat. Look, I don't know if I ate or not. I can't remember shit. I think I did bring in a meal before the fast though. I think I did. I might have had some Chipotle, some shit like that. That's like saying you're responsible for every involuntary movement you possess. I don't know how that's like that. If I'm asking you how you know, so how is that like? I don't know. That's a deflection. Boom, they be falling for the trap. You still haven't given a proper response. That's crazy. To ask a question with the question is insane. But to your delusional homeboys, you said nothing. That are doing the same thing. Why does it have to be name source? It doesn't have to be. We can call it Kalia. We can call it sediment. We can call it piss. We can call it shit. But I guess people want a name that just feels more holy. So they say source. You can call it whatever you want to call it. You still don't know what it is. That's what it's called. He's not cold. She's not cold. It is not a heat or she. It's too early in the fast. A lot of speculation and hearsay. No first-hand knowledge. Yeah. What do you believe, Faise? I don't believe. And androgynous spirit. How do you know that, Israel? How do you know that it's an androgynous spirit? Dig a hole deeper for themselves. It's called the great matter. He, she is called the great matter. How? Listen, who called it that? And what is the great matter? Y'all ain't describing nothing. Y'all just telling me what shit is in your mind. Dual spirit. How do you know that? God is no thing. How do you know God is no thing? How you going to say God, which is a thing, and say that it's no thing? How you say God is, which is to say that something is being described, and then say it's no thing? God can't be seen with the two eyes. How do you know that? Source is beautiful, seen and unseen. I'm saying it's all allegedly. Everybody's saying it all allegedly. I appreciate you for saying that. That 144 keep being is I've been seeing it too. It doesn't matter how you believe. Just reach your highest self. Discover the God in you. We are God's reflection. How do you know we God's reflection? How do you know that? How do you know? Don't tell me something you read. How do you know? I'm skipping past all the middleman shit. Remember, we don't do the middleman. According to what bro said, you feel me? Spirituality, okay, cool. We jumping past all the middleman shit. How do you know we God's reflection? And who the fuck is our higher self? What do you believe? I don't believe. I don't have homeboys, G. You claim to be the one, but I don't see it. I'm not the one. Rest assured. Now you should be able to rest at night. I'm not the one. I don't even exist. We are all connected to the all. We don't know. We don't know. Okay, thank you. Man trying to place a name on something with the perspective of a man is fruitless. How do you know that? How do you know it's fruitless? Maybe this is the most fruitful thing you could have ever done. Just reach a pure light heart. Then what? You said just like that's it. It said that 2 or 3 believe in God and he will be there. But put that on a universal scale, I think. Okay, then what? I want you to scale that for me. I want you to do the math on that. I want you to do the 2 or 3. Matter of fact, pick 3. All right. And hold a value for the presence of God. Okay, in your equation. And then I want you to do a scale, which means equal it. Okay, to whatever would have been scaled up. So let's say 9. Do it to the 9th scale. Okay, which will be 3 times 3. So then you will multiply whatever the presence of God would be times 3. Can you multiply the presence of God? Can you multiply the presence of God? I'm not the eldest or most experienced mathematician, right? But how do you multiply the presence of something that's every fucking thing? So how do we scale that occurrence on a universal scale, which the universe will be what? 14.5 billion years squared of expansion. Just asking. Maybe it's too much for the moment. Science and the mathematics is the only truth. It's the only truth. Islam, I have to revert to get the Quran? No. No, just go get it or Google it. I don't know, but I know I came from nothing. How do you know that? And when I die, I'll be nothing. How do you never died before? You've been you this one time. You never been you before this way. And how you know you came from nothing when before you got here, you didn't remember nothing? You don't remember anything before you got here. False prophets. Listen, get out your feelings, bro. You don't know shit. It's okay. What did I give a prophecy of this whole time? Did I give one prophecy? They just start throwing stuff out of their book. False prophet. What was the prophecy that I gave? I've been asking y'all questions. How about this? Get the true prophet on the phone or get the true prophet on the live so he can answer the questions you couldn't answer. Do that for me. Go get the true prophet, right? Bring him and then let him talk to me. But your mother is a source. There you go. You changed it from the source to a source. That's a different article. That's true. My mother is a source from whence I came. The body that I have here. My father was also a source from whence I came. I have two sources that I can cite to show you where I got my information that is me from. You with me? Now I'm talking about what prophecy did I give right now. They call me a false prophet. I ain't been giving no prophecy. I've been chilling, asking questions about source. The egos can't say, I don't know. And that's what led to multi-millions of people losing their life over time, dying over religion. People don't know what they're talking about. And you know that when you just ask. How you know and you believe that? What? If you're asking me, I don't believe. I think this is my third time saying that. I don't believe anything. I don't believe shit. I don't even think I exist. I need more proof of that. So, listen, I don't believe anything. Go back. What's the topic? Knowledge versus belief. Spirituality versus religion. Go read the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus. I'm a graduate. What do you want to talk about? The 7 principles. What do you want to get into? I believe everything, but I don't believe in anything. Well, you could have stopped it. I believe everything, because if you believe everything, it's like you don't even need that last part. Why do you believe everything? You just accept everything. That's what you basically said. To believe means you accept things that you don't know to be true. So you just accept everything. Okay. And I need to know all your information so I can go in, make a move one time, and I'm going to tell you I ain't do it. And you're going to believe me. I'm like, yo, what's the code to your your safe? Why? Oh, I just want to know it. I believe that. You going to give me the code. Hey, where my money went? I don't know. I believe that. So this shit's sweet. Wow. Belief is amazing. This is what they do. They rob people blind based off of belief. Think about it. Everything was made off of a circle clock in time, which is nothing more than the image of a stargate. Everything was in his life was made off of shapes. Are you speaking about sacred geometry, bro? Is that what you're trying to get at? Let's put everything into perspective, right? I'm waiting on you to do it. But every time I read one of your comments, my head start hurting. Trying to figure out where you're going. Everything was made off of that, bro. Okay, so then you're referring to sacred geometry. So my question to you is, how you know that? How you know everything was made off of shapes? What if it's just like that where you at? What if it's a whole nother reality that doesn't have anything to do with shapes that we can't even fathom to even call it a reality. Yeah, people are just quoting. Who's going to say, I don't know? Some people said it. I believe in God, not religious. Okay. So do you pray? Because that's a part of the religion. Right? Do you observe the Sabbath? That's a part of the religion. Do you do any of the things that people that are of the religions that believe in God do? Then you're religious. As a matter of fact, you're religious without a religion. If you wake up at a certain time every day, that's religious. You do it religiously. If you eat at a certain time, you do it religiously. And I wonder, where did you learn about God if not from the Bible? Where did you learn about God if not from the Quran? I'm not saying that you couldn't have learned it anywhere else. I'm just asking you, where did you learn about God from? Just please don't tell me yourself. Because then I'm going to ask you, yourself told you about God and didn't tell you what it was, who it was, where it came from? Rashad Jamal stole from the master teacher. I just feel like a lot of these people just wasted everybody's time. Because there's people that could have been powerful minds that follow these people, and that's their ceiling. It's like, wow. If you know everything, you wouldn't have reason to have faith. Why do you have a reason to have faith? What's the reason to have faith? I put up 5 years of my elder life that we are all agreeing on the same thing. Saying it differently. No, I think we aren't agreeing on one thing. We don't know. You've yet to agree. Like, listen, you know, people have lost their life over religion. Yet, if you would have asked the motherfucker who held the gun any of the questions I'm asking, he'd probably shoot me. Shit. And say that it was blasphemy and haram. And I was trying to take him away from the ways of Allah. But all I'm asking is, Bidel, what's going on? All I'm asking is, what's the answer to the question? Where did source come from? What is source? Faith is what you make it. No, I don't think faith is what you... I think faith is already a thing. It's already a word and everything. They beat you to it. It's not what you make it. You would have to make another word and another thing. Can you help me understand? The source is unknown. How you know the source is... How you know the source unknown? Can you help me understand extraterrestrials and creation? I'm stuck on it. I don't know what you mean. Like, what do you mean? Ask me a question about it. What do you mean about it? I've been up since 4:45 a.m. Do y'all not see? You cannot shut this man down on his own platform at that. Let him read, damn it. I'm straight up talking about that. The source is the multiverse energy. How you know? That's all I want to know. Listen, I'm going to get a t-shirt. How you know? How you know? If you want to know how I'm going to respond to what you're saying, it's how do you know? People study denying that. That's all I'm going to tell you. Hey, I don't care if you don't tell me nothing else. My brother is the same way. Always asking me why. Well, he's supposed to. That's what the adepts do. Because I don't know it. You don't listen. Okay, listen. Just because you don't know what the source is, doesn't mean it's unknown. It means say it's unknown to me. Was that your way of saying I don't know? It's an unknown thing. You don't know. You feel me? I do know the age of knowledge, and I'm born Aquarius, which motto is head hurt. The book. We are all here to figure this out. Is it not from what we think we may know? The yearning of someone wanted can be a faith. Have you figured it out yet? Are you a initiate? I am an initiate, surely. I'm an initiate of many arts, many crafts. Arts and crafts, one of my favorites. Of what order? From your understanding, what is the source? So why do y'all say that? Like, from your understanding, it makes me not want to respond, because that don't matter. Like, people say, what's your truth? That doesn't matter. People say, from your point of view, what is this? That doesn't matter. Unless you're just asking to ask me. You feel what I'm saying? The point of view won't matter. There's no such thing as somebody having a truth. Oh, this is my truth. No such thing. It's either true or it's not true. Faise, check your question submissions. Okay, let me see what you got. After your teaching of pronouncing Allah, I had a dream and heard Jesus and raised up out my body and heard Allah and kneeled and woke up. When you say you heard Jesus, are you saying you heard his voice or you heard the word Jesus? Phase 1, how do you know what in your mind is the truth? It's a paradox to most. I don't. Well, I don't know anything. Listen, I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know. Reality is constantly changing. What was what we called yesterday isn't today. I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know. There's a lot of things in my mind that I have not confirmed, so I don't teach them. However, if I teach you that if you're thirsty and you go get some water, you won't be thirsty anymore if you drink that water, as in put that water in your mouth and swallow, that's not a belief. That's a science. You with me? And you can know that. You can test that. You can teach that to your children. You can pass that on so they can survive. Okay? Same way that science is there, there are other sciences that we can know. I know if I do push-ups, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to build muscle. Boom. I can test it out. If it's wrong, when I test it out and say, this shit don't work, then it's wrong. At least for me. You with me? Yeah, I don't know. Who can prove the existence of God? Who can do it? Why y'all think I used to get put out of churches? Not because I was no devil worshiper, but because I used to ask questions. Y'all have to get my books and you will realize I'm not coming from the angle of any of these people that y'all be like talking about. That's why people make the mistake of trying to branch me in and box me in with them. Who was there when I said, do not conscious community me. Do not group me in with them. You know what I mean? These conscious community leaders are weird. Don't put me in there with them. They don't know any of the things that they're talking about. But they teach it as if they do. Now, there are certain things that I can't prove that I've told you that are true. You with me? So what do I say? Look, you don't have to believe me, because that's all you'll be left with, is if you want to think that it's true, then you'll be believing me. But I make sure that door is there and I say, look, you don't got to believe me. This is the truth. It's what it is. But I'm not saying y'all got to believe me, and if nobody don't believe me, then you just getting left behind. It ain't for everybody. It's for the... I'm not saying that. You with me? If they're weird, you are strange. I'm super strange. Super strange. Why are you on a strange man's live? That makes you stranger. Y'all listen, I couldn't tell you one time that I ran to any of these people live and sat in their comments trying to get their attention. It doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. Have anybody felt the heartbeat of the universe? I don't know. I have pastor friends who took the same class as I did. They took an oath to lie to the people. Exactly. That's what ministry was about. Deception and business. My drink ain't throw. You want the right one anyway. Oh, yes, it is the right one. Church is a scam. It can be. It can be. They know the truth, but they lie. That's a fact. Rest well. I ain't say nothing about going to sleep yet. But you too. When you stop looking at, here's the point of all of this. When you stop looking at the things that you cannot prove, right? And for the person who asked about Christianity, where it originated, I just Googled that. So Christianity began in Judea in the present day Middle East. When you stop looking at all these things that you can't prove, you don't have the ability to, you don't know how, you don't have to know how. You start focusing on the things that are more important. Like what's happening in the world around you that you can actually do something about. You with me? The condition, you can do something about that. Too many people with their head in the clouds. Where light go? Religion is powerful when it is at its pure and pristine foundation. I agree. Just love, smile, and eat healthy. He said, fuck it. Just look, all right? How do I do something about it? You a snake, bro. And I appreciate if you stop slithering around in these communities. You are a snake. How you do something about it? I would say something, but I don't want people to take that shit wrong. But you're a snake. You are a snake. You are 100% a snake. And what's so crazy is you hit us up talking about paying $1,000 for a feature like I was going to forget who you were. Let me tell you something on record. Right? If you don't know what I'm talking about the one who said they not a snake, the one who came over here talking about Pop said don't listen to me, and you know what I mean? And I'm coming from an outdated teaching because from whatever Sabian delusionaries you were listening to. All right? You done went to Uma saying all kind of shit. You done been on her live saying all kind of shit. Right? You was smart not to sing that band. Telling you like that. Smart shit you probably ever did in your life. was not pay that deposit for that feature. Smartest shit you probably ever did in your life because you were going to pay for what you said. A whole band. Smartest shit ever. I said this nigga might be a little more smarter than he letting on. You ain't hear it? I got on the phone. Yeah. My brother Iz is on the phone. Bro, what? Smartest shit you probably ever did in your life was not send that money. Because you were going to pay. Out the ass. For speaking how you spoke on me. To me. Yeah, because Uma said it to me. She said, Pop says you was a space. Man, Uma ain't said that shit. You're a snake. You're a snake. You're a snake. You're probably one of their lesser thumbs. They just throw y'all out there when they ain't got shit else to do or when everybody sleep. You're a snake. Anything you ever said, Uma said, I go straight to Uma with some shit. Uma should know. She come straight to me with some shit. You was on her live. She trying to figure out where the fuck you even coming from anymore because you saying something totally different on her. You a snake. Y'all job is to stir up confusion amongst the Sabians. And it's a lot of y'all. It's a lot of y'all. You might well take that garb off. You ain't one of mine. I don't care what you put on. It's a lot of snakes. You a snake. Lifewave a snake. Them niggas that run with them is all snakes. Otmos is a snake. All y'all niggas is snakes. And I don't like Slither. I don't like Slither. I don't have to know you. I know what you do. And snakes slither. In and out. And you got to be a delusional snake, which means while you was slithering, you hit your head on a rock. Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's the opening of the mouth ceremony right there. The garb don't make you. Your deeds and actions do. So I just want to let you know you're a snake. And you would have paid for being a snake. It's just somebody, I don't know, one of your ancestors didn't want you to go without or something. I was going to strike your ass. You were going to get struck. And I don't know what you're talking about. This shit, I don't know. This shit came out of nowhere. Somebody sent me a whole band. What you talking about? And we could get up with it however we get up with it. I'm one of them. I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play with you. You want to do that and you want to pay for that? That's odd that you want to pay for what you did. But I'll let you. Fuck, I look like hopping on a song with you sharing tones. Devils, snakes. I don't like that. Well, my deeds and actions is the same as pounding the bag. Yeah, cap. Stop it. Delusional. Blasphemy. Insubordination. Malfunction. Incompetency. I'm done with you, bro. You have left flip. You can lost your fucking mind. And anybody who calling him pounding the bag at noon, I don't trust y'all. Anybody who go around saying pounding the bag, you know, I don't trust you. Because y'all all coming with the same tones and all y'all be devils. So, no. Take it off. Throw in the towel. You're a snake. Now, you do have the right to sit here and be quiet. I won't cast you out if you can sit here and shut up. But you cannot speak in my counsel. Anymore. So make your next comment your best comment. Snake of many counts and accounts and faces. And names and shit. You sit here. You can't talk here. You don't speak here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Y'all remember that from the Black Panther movie? Yeah, bro. Like I said, y'all niggas know me from this social media shit. Bump y'all fucking head. You, Basil, Zozer, all y'all niggas. Don't bump y'all motherfucking head playing around. I know Basil dizzy body ass didn't get picked up on the 12th. So he probably running his lanky body ass around trying to figure out when the next grub he gonna figure out. When the next person he could try to swindle out some money. Act like they raising money for Pops. Act like they trying to get a lawyer when behind the scenes you motherfuckers don't want him to get out. Doing spell work and shit. Trying to keep him in there. Lanky body ass nigga. That's some puny ass magic. Y'all shit ain't been working for 22 years. How many coffin spells y'all gotta do? Damn. It's been 2 decades. You ever thought maybe you ain't powerful? If it takes 70 of y'all niggas to try to stand around a fucking coffin, maybe y'all should look to your left and to your right and say, we ain't worth shit. We can't stop Pops. Talking about you his son. You his fan. Y'all niggas be fans. Get off him. Let him breathe. He dedicated his whole life to you. We are officially in the 4th day of the fast. Tight shirt wearing that hair, yeah. They always run with the real guys. So it's always some tight shirt, New York ass nigga. Them New York niggas be some bitches. I ain't gonna hold you. Not all y'all New York niggas. Stop typing. But hey, no, I'm not saying everybody. Unless I'm talking to you. New York niggas be some bitches. Straight hoes. It's always them too. Damn, Pop, why you had to start in New York? You could have started in Atlanta. We would have got active. It's always some upstate ass nigga trying to tell us some shit. We the real new. Shut your bitch ass up. You ain't the real no motherfucking body. They be some hoes. Yo, I'm like this in real life. I'm like this in real life, which is why I stay the fuck away from population. Yeah, I mean, I'll never forget when my homeboy dad was drunk and he said, you see him right there? He said, that's Pac. He said, the only thing is he ain't gonna be reckless like Pac. Cause who? Who? I remember my song, Who? I told Young Elder, I said, Young Elder, bro, cause niggas trying to talk to him about certain shit. I said, man, you give your time away to people who ain't going no motherfucking where. You the motherfucker. You the one. You chose to help me. You stood with me. You blessed. Fuck these people. All they want is they want some clout. All they want is the next wave. You feel what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about Pops. But trying to do all that background shit. Like I ain't gonna know. Fuck them people. Why they want to show up now? Niggas is opening whole stores with Pops products in there. And when I talk to the family, y'all ain't sending them no money for Pops. So where the money going? Then you try to make it seem like it's about the herbs, when in all actuality, the attraction is Malachi. If you want to open up an herb store, open up an herb store and just do the herbs. No, y'all niggas is promoting his name, his motion. And he ain't seeing a dime of that. That ain't going towards his medicine. That ain't going on his books. That ain't going on nothing. And lie and say it is. I got a phone call I can make right now. Shut that whole shit down. Lie and say it is. Tell one lie. That's why Lightweight bumped his dizzy ass head after all the shit he let go down, coming to me asking me if I could partner with him when he opened up his health center. He must have lost his rabbit ass mind if he thought I was going to be standing there in that Whole Foods store screaming at Victor with him. What? I just want to focus on positivity, good dad. I just want to be positive. No, nigga. You see me going up and you want to leech. Like leeches do. You see me going up. Why you want to hop on now? Why you want me to support you the fuck now? Why now? When I was right there in your presence and you let a snake slither in and out and you showed me your ass. I want y'all niggas to stop using Pop's name. I want y'all to stop using his book, stop selling his shit before it become a problem. You can't use All Eyes on Egypt. You may not know that, but I know who own that. That's going to be a problem. You're going to have to stop selling his shit. You got to stop pushing his products because you're not with him. You're for yourselves. Then when somebody will come along who been with him, still with him, made the most noise about him, niggas want to act dizzy. Just watch. Watch what's going to happen. Because like I said, I'm coming for everything. I'm coming for everything. Taking that shit straight out y'all hands. We coming for everything. Once the tones is in order, ain't nothing you're going to be able to tell me no way. New Whopper will be learned and put out for all of us to have access to. The tones will be in order. That's the last step. The crown already there. The elders is already behind me. They already see me. They already giving me the okay. Y'all niggas got to stand down. You're not throwing his birthday celebration this year. And if you do, anybody who shows up is a fucking devil. You're not over that. You're not throwing the celebration. None of y'all is doing that. And we got to have a conversation about where all the money is going. Because how you selling somebody products and pocketing all the money? And who giving y'all permission to make copies of the books? All that shit gonna be cleared up. Watch what I'm telling you. Watch what I say. Hey, listen, when I say something, it becomes law, right? I said I had an issue with that clan mother. Didn't that get handled? As a matter of fact, it was me and my mama who showed up to his birthday celebration last year and said, oh, it's all devils here? Oh, okay, we gonna see. And we saw. We saw. They are snakes. They are snakes. It's all good. We're going to continue to rise up, y'all. The platform going to continue to raise. We're going to keep pushing what we're pushing. All right? If you don't have the books, you get the books. You see how to get it. In the books, I explain a lot of stuff. We were just reading a rehab book. Let me see. There was something I was supposed to be reading from that. Let me see if I can find that real quick. I'm gonna run the letter of Farrakhan. Let me see if I can find what you call it, the rehab book real quick. We're gonna run that Farrakhan real quick. I come in the name of the source. Allah Akbar, of course. And all of my bars is torch. Allah to talk the voice. Your God is not inside the mosque, then is God even watching us? I lead. I've been informed that God knows all things, both seen and unseen. I've been face to face with plenty spirits, both clean and unclean. They test every spirit too, and both seen what I seen. Exceptional, exceptional, I mean it, I dream in my dream. Lucid, praying that I don't lose it. I'm screaming, I mean, holding on to that rope, won't turn loose it. Fingers on string. I myself ain't trying to go to hell, but to each his own thing. But me personally, Jesus is king. Keep listening, you see what I mean. And they say I'm too young and I ain't been through nothing, and I shouldn't be feeling this way. They say we should salute y'all, humble with our head down, but I don't give a damn what they say. Hey, Mr. Farrakhan, I know you probably busy today, but isn't this an emergency? This requires a sense of urgency. I stood on truth, they tryna, no protection unless we a part of NOI. They told me be careful when addressing you. I've been advised, I was raised the best to have respect for you. I didn't cuss in this entire letter, and I respect what you did for us 50 years ago when I wasn't even in the picture. Plus, who am I to tear down the legendary I live to touch? Lion's paw grip with a sound, we talk till it's sliding off into an awkward silence. We walk beside each other in blindfolds. You my brother in the light, and in the darkness I recognize you. But what is with the fight? Can I be updated on how the love faded from Malachi? How you say his name once and then leave him inside to die? Where's the movement? Can't speak about freedom and try to hide him. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad shows y'all the vibes. Imam Isa, the book of the Lamb, opened your eyes to whom it may concern. Fear no longer, I have arrived. What a surprise. 22 years he been in prison, he's still alive. The stone that the builders denied, stoned and then vilified. Long as it's still a divide, no one can really rise. Nuwabi is worldwide, you don't know what we feel inside. And the Sabi is sword tied to the flow, they can't kill a fly. With all the dissension, won't all of you listen, it's different now. This just did, they yelling timber when I shoot the skies. To hell with the lake of fire, as long as you got your suit, your tie. Why is everybody playing God? Remember humans died, this ain't come off of Google. Really woo whoop ties, 2 decades, you still ain't came together. Move aside, dear Mr. Farrakhan, do you know how Judas plots? Judas ain't the shooter, Judas just moves to pursue the spot. Judas wanted to be Isa, but he wasn't true to God. Somebody can help our brother, tell me is it true or not? Elijah would've helped our brother, tell me is that true or not? Malcolm would've helped our brother, tell me is it true or not? No more black leaders, y'all see they had to choose a side. I walk through the hood and I don't see how y'all can snooze at night. I wanna see fruit on every block, or what them soldiers for? Don't you know they shoot on every block? It's time to go to war. I don't see the Masons, the Hebrew Israelites, or the Moors. I do see the nation with visas living like overlords. My sheep know my voice. These haters say I'm too young and I ain't been through nothing, and I shouldn't be feeling this way. They say we should salute y'all, humble with our head down, but I don't give a damn what they say. Hey, Mr. Farrakhan, I know you probably busy today, but isn't this an emergency? This requires a sense of urgency. I stood on truth, they come in the name of the source. Allah Akbar, of course. And all of my bars is torched. Allah to talk the voice. Your God is not inside the mosque, then is God even watching us? I lead. I've been informed that God knows all things, both seen and unseen. I've been face to face with plenty spirits, both clean and unclean. They test every spirit too, and both seen what I seen. Exceptional, exceptional, I mean it, I dream in my dream. Lucid, praying that I don't lose it. I'm screaming, I mean, holding on to that rope, won't turn loose it. Fingers on string. I myself ain't trying to go to hell, but to each his own thing. But me personally, Jesus is king. Keep listening, you see what I mean. Mm-hmm. Yep. Letter to Farrakhan. We got the Out of the Darkness, Rehab. Mr. Farrakhan, I know you probably busy today, but isn't this an emergency? This requires a sense of urgency. I speak the truth. They tryna. No protection unless you a part of NOI. They told me be careful when addressing you. I've been advised. This is the Out of the Darkness book from 2022, right? The Israel thing came to, right? Burning of the dollar. Drake showed up. And I even put the 3 votes. The rabbit with the time. Pan or Panic or Baphomet. Bird Box. Right? 2022. Peace, reader, there is no fear. I am here. I am the one who was called Faise One, a name that is an acronym that, when written out, completely reveals that I am, this is the Faise acronym, forever and inspiration seeking eternity. It is also revealed in that name that I, Omari, meaning the highest or highborn or the highest priest or God the highest or is the highest, am the infinite one, Pa-Ha, Nuapu, Sabatia, ancient Egyptian language. Omari never ends. So you have Faise One, forever and inspiration seeking eternity. Omari never ends. I received that name in a dream vision at age 13 when a tall, melanin dominant man with an afro dressed in an all-white suit appeared therein. I heard him say to me that my name was to be called Faise One, but at the time I didn't envision the words as Faise One, but as Phaseone. When I returned from that dream or vision, I thought on it more, and that's how the current spelling of Faise One came to life. From there, the acronym was born also, and it wouldn't be until much later down the line that I would come to realize that the word phase was so close, phonetically speaking, to the word faisal, right? An Arabic word in name meaning judge, resolute, or sword. Go look it up. Faisal was also the name of the first teacher of the master teacher, who was called Malachi York, Imam Isa, Baba Yanun, Amanubi Akata, and many other names. His first teacher's name was Dawood Faisal, Sheikh Dawood Faisal, respectfully addressed as Sheikh Dawood Faisal. Now, as a student of the master teacher, I bear similar tones, Faisal. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. I am the last. I am also the sword, the separator of the sheep from the goats. Matthew chapter 25, verse 32. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. This world is changed every time I breathe in and out. This is true for you, reader, as well. It is only in a moment that you realize it that you will truly be charged to breathe and live more intently. It has been said that the sky is the limit. This couldn't be further from the truth. There is no limit whatsoever to what you are able to dream, pray, or visualize. As we are coming out of the darkness, let us visualize a world of order. Let us bring on the most powerful occurrence of a harmonic convergence that this world has ever bore witness to. This is why I'm here. I am Omari Shaman Hargrove, called Faise One. I'm here to help. Regardless of whoever and wherever you are, I ask that you allow for me to take a moment to speak a prayer, an affirmation, a good word of life over you. I ask that you receive this prayer, an affirmation, good word with love and compassion. You are my earth family. And as we are so young yet so ancient, this journey has been challenging for all of us. I love you all, and I wish deeply that we had more time to learn and understand each other as we are and as we grow. However, life is fast, and we haven't the time we even perceive that we have. So with this prayer, I encourage you, earth family, hear these following words in your mind and know that they are charged with as much love as I am able to carry. Our Father, our Mother, our Divine, our Great Unknown, our Creator, our Universe, our Star Family, our Ancestors, our God, who art spread out about the boundless universes, multiverses, superverses, ultraverses, and beyond, which are the metaverses. Hear our soul cry. Our soul cry is not a cry of sorrow alone, but a cry of curiosity and wonder. Our soul cry is a cry of pain and love and joy and hurt and dismay and excitement. Our soul cry is a cry of power and shame and redemption and exploration. Our soul cry reaches out to the highest heavens we know and to the deepest hells below. May there come a time when those polarized tears come to make peaceful war with one another. May the inner struggle or jihad be resolved ever swiftly. Let the hearts of the world be refined and let the waters of our thoughts be distilled. We cannot say we knew not, truthfully. We did know, but we did not act as if we knew. Let the days of negligence and ignorance seep into the depths of a fleeting time span called no longer. May we be charged with the power of responsibility and accountability as we progress and as we proceed to become better and stronger and wiser, now and for generations to come. Let us remember how to love again. Surely we have forgotten. Let us remember how to care again. Surely we have forgotten. Let us remember how to be grateful again. Surely we have forgotten. Keep us in mind as we are only children. Spare the ride, but don't spare us the consequences, as we too must learn through trial and error. With that trial, be just and keep us in mind as we are still young. With that error, correct us and keep us in mind as we are still youthful. We lost our way, yet we can be found. Let the light shine on our souls again and forevermore. If it's our pride that keeps us away from you, take it away, or show us how to cast it out. If it's our envy that keeps us away from you, take it away, or show us how to cast it out. If it's our wrath that keeps us away from you, take it away, or show us how to cast it out. If it's our greed that keeps us away from you, take it away, or show us how to cast it out. If it's our gluttony that keeps us away from you, take it away, or show us how to cast it out. If it's our laziness that keeps us away from you, take it away, or show us how to cast it out. If it's our lust that keeps us away from you, take it away, or show us how to cast it out. We have the will to return to the light. We have the will, and there must also be a way. Help us to understand still that there are many paths that lead to home. Help us to see each other as one big family. We may not always agree on the ideas and concepts of this world and beyond, but let us still feed one another. Let us still provide water for one another. Let us still provide shelter for one another. We are so thankful for this opportunity to breathe in this moment that all of these things are becoming reality as we hear these words echo in our minds. Thank you, God, and all names we call of beings whom we know not, yet we feel a connection to. Remind us, if you are there, keep us in mind. We are only children. We love you. I love you. Let this moment give birth to a new life. Allow us exodus from the darkness into the light. Amen. Amun. So mote it be. And so, with that being projected, reader, I am exceedingly excited to inform you, more so remind you, that the greatly anticipated time or era or world of change is no longer on its way. Truly, I say to you that it has arrived. Remember, this came out when I came out with Out of the Darkness. It was, I think, May of 2022 or 2023. I did Out of the Darkness and then Rehab. Yeah, so I think around May 2023. Somewhere around that time. One of y'all probably know better than I do. Okay? So keep in mind that a lot of the things that I'm saying is prophetic. All right? Truly, I say to you that it has arrived. The late artist known as Sam Cooke sent out the message back in 1964 that there would come about a change eventually in his song, A Change Is Gonna Come. That song was on his album called Ain't That Good News? The answer to that question is yes, indeed, as we are in the days of revelation where all things are to come to the light, which is the true light. It's beyond that time for all to hear. Beyond that time for all to hear. Where is that? This announcement. This message of life as opposed to death. I say message of life to pull out of the mud the word evangel. This word is used interchangeably with the word gospel, etymologically meaning good news. And the word evangel has two words in it. Can you spot them? Those two words are the words Eve and angel. Eve meaning life, and angel meaning messenger, Greek word angelos. The word evangel is also similar phonetically to the Arabic word angel, also meaning the gospel. And so we are indeed in that day or time of revelation. The change in light is good news. Prior to, this world has been subject to complete and utter chaos for ages upon ages within a great age called the age of darkness. I said throughout the age of darkness, meaning the time period where the mystery of God or the sciences of the universe had been hidden away from mankind as chaos erupted in the earth realm, human beings worldwide have been living in a state of confusion. The whole of the world became Babylon long ago. When you see the word Babylon, I want you to recall the story of the Tower of Babel. In that story, in the book of Genesis chapter 11, there were human beings who built a tower or a gate that was able to reach up to the heavens or simply reach God, or the realm in which God exists in heaven, modernly referred to as outer space. God didn't approve of this advancement in technology and came down onto the earth, scattering those people about the earth realm, confounding their tongues that they would not be able to comprehend each other. This is what the word Babel means in essence. To babble is to speak in a manner that is incomprehensible. The city was called Babel because of the same reason. Babel or Belal in Hebrew means to confuse or to jumble. You can read that in the book of Genesis chapter 11 verse 9. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound their tongues or their language of all the earth, and from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. Yo, David, what the hell are you talking about, bro? Relax. This shows the whole of the story is speaking of something that took place that calls for an age of confusion to emerge. An age of darkness, as darkness also means a state of unknowing or a state of confusion. If someone is kept in the dark about something, they won't know of its origins or what it is or what it means or what it can do or why it exists to begin with or how it works. They'll be confused or clueless when it comes to these things. If and or when someone comes along with the true light and exposes them to it, they'll be able to fully understand that something. They'll figure out the answers to the questions they may have had about that thing, and they'll be able to sum up all those figures of that sum thing. They will no longer be in the dark. Whoever this God is that is being spoken of was for the confusion of the people. When people speak of God, they usually associate the word with a characteristic or a quality or a specific being that is good. God, however, is only a word, and that word doesn't mean good. It's merely a word that describes a being that is revered, or a being that is relatively more powerful than others, or a being that is of a higher status than others. That being could be good or evil, or both good and evil. So think deeply about this following question. What God would advocate for, induce, or cause confusion? What God wants the earth realm to be in a state of darkness, because that state of darkness allows for human beings to be trapped and enslaved, never developing or evolving into the gods that they are capable of developing or evolving into. What God is the God of, or the author of, confusion? Does there exist such a God? That question brings us back around to the word Babylon. There's a code hidden within that word. I am saying to you that the whole of the world became Babylon. It was not merely a specific place on earth, but the whole of the earth worldwide. This is because the world was ruled by that exact God of question. That God is mentioned in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 4. And even if our gospel is veiled, it is veiled or hidden to those who are perishing. The God of this age or world has blinded the minds of unbelievers so that they cannot see the light of the gospel of the glory of Christ, who is the image of God. When you see the word age, think of the word, a Hebrew word olam, which means world, and also means eon or age or time period. Alam means hidden or concealed, as in the darkness. Can you see the code? The age of darkness was the age of concealment. That's the age or the world being mentioned in the scripture. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 4. And also in the book of John 14:30. Hereafter I will not talk much with you, for the prince of this world cometh and hath nothing in me. This God or prince or El is none other than Shaitan, Satan, the adversary or the opposition. This world has been overseen by him/them. They have their towers set up on the earth called Tiamat or Gaia or Eridu or Ard or Edenu or Ki. Now look again at the word Babylon. The code hidden there is decrypted when you separate the words in tone. Now this was never broken down before. All right. Bab-Elon. Okay. Bab is one of the names of the prince or that prince or god of darkness called Shaitan, also called Set. Set is the god of violence, chaos, and disorder, and confusion. Although depicted as the one who spears Apep, the serpent in ancient Egypt, both Set and Apep are agents, listen, of chaos. The allegorical extraction is that Set or Shaitan oppose the true light or the order. They disturb the peace. Elon or Elon in Hebrew means oak tree or simply tree, which is symbolic of a tower, as in the Tower of Babel. Does not the word or name Elon ring a bell? There is a being here moving in those tones called Elon Musk. This man, Elon, is known for his project called SpaceX, dealing with production, testing, and the launching of rockets or towers that sit up on the earth with the ability to reach God, listen, or the heavens or outer space, just as it was mentioned in the book of Genesis chapter 11, verse 4, Genesis 11:4. And they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven. That's a rocket ship. Y'all listening? Boom. Elon Musk and his SpaceX project. Let's do another breakdown, build up of the word Babylon. This time we're going to take this word Babylon and we're going to flip the second letter B upside down. Babylon, Bab-Pylon, Bab-Pylon. Bab is Set, Seti, Shaitan, Seth, Sinna, Zeder, Zuin, Suin. A pylon is a tower. Bab-Pylon, the tower of Set or the tower of Bab, the tower of the devil. That word pylon refers to the ancient Egyptian gateways that lead into the sacred temples. The etymology of the word pylon brings us to the word pulon or pule, which means gate. It is no coincidence at all that the word Babylon itself ties you etymologically to the word Babylon, all right? And that word means gate of God. No coincidence, only connectivity. All things are connected. And so there it is. The world or age of darkness has come and went. Bab or Set or Shaitan has his pylon or his tower or his gate set up on the earth in the world age of darkness. The year 1 AD came in with the announcement of the last days of the moon cycle. Set appears in Greek as Seth, which you see as Ano, all right? Although those are Greek letters, you can see the word O-N-E if you flip that Greek word, which appears E-N-O, around. The year O-N-E AD marks the beginning of the end of one's or Enos' rule, the beginning of the end of one's age of darkness or AD. Of course, AD is actually said to be an abbreviation of Anno Domini, meaning the year of our Lord. There are two things to read and understand about that. One is that Anno Domini phonetically sounds like a new dominion, as in a new rulership or authority. If we spell it out as Anu Dominion, we can see another code that hints toward what type of dominion we were headed toward before or after the fall of the moon. Anu is the Sumerian word for sky or the heavens, and it is also the Sanskrit word for after. So with the hereafter, the world that exists here after the fall of Babylon, comes the dominion of the sky, okay, or Anu, which is a new dominion. Remember the prayer from the book of Matthew chapter 6, verse 9, where he said what? After this manner, therefore, you pray, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, or in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. That prayer was to be answered in the book of Revelation chapter 21. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. God, or Anu, comes in with a new dominion. Okay? Anno Domini. After the fall of Babylon, or Bab's pylon, or Bab's gate or tower. Tower as in kingdom, gate as in time period. AD was the gate to a new world being announced in the realm as the old world was falling. The old world order, which is the order of darkness, has passed away. This is why there is so much talk of a new world order. Don't be fooled, however, into thinking that a new world order has to be a bad thing. Just take a look at the words. A new world order, Anu world order, sky world order, cosmic world order, heavenly world order. This idea of a new world order is actually what people have been praying for throughout the ages within the age of darkness. That thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. The challenge is to get the people to understand that we have the power to usher in our own new world order. We can take the so-called elites, plan for their NWO and reverse it, flip it around. That NWO becomes our own. It's imperative that we, the people, aren't fooled into thinking that these so-called elites who follow the other L or Lites or the other gods or goddesses, goddesses, guys, guys, the motherfuckers who be up there leading and shit are the only ones who could bring in a new world order. The organizational aspect of the new world order concerns invested families who have planned for over a century to take over the world. You can find people like Adolf Hitler connecting the words new world order to Nazism, which is basically rearranged occultism. From these ideas was born the idea of world domination and population control. Whenever people think of the latter, they may have in their minds a thought of depopulation and or genocide. I offer that you look at the words population control and see that it is saying in the words exactly what is meant by the words. Population control is about herding the populations of people into one way of living until those populations become a single population under the control of the God of darkness. I said, being that this new world order as an organization and as a dominion has been taught about for decades, people have developed their own theories as to its origins and its plans. The theories are all over the place, yet they are still on point to a certain degree. Like when it comes to the mysterious Georgia Guidestones that were created in 1980 by R.C. Christian, a secret person or persons. On those Guidestones appeared a message written in 8 different languages. All right. And that message was formulated in a similar manner to that of the Old Testament's 10 Commandments and was referred to as the 10 Principles. I'm saying was because as of July of 2022, after they were attacked via explosives, they are no longer standing, as even though only one of the stones was destroyed by the blast, the GBI still had them torn down completely. They said they did it for safety reasons. And so the 10 principles were laid out as follows. Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with the living new language. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in the world court. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. That sounds so evil, doesn't it? No, they fooled y'all. Of all of these principalities, of all these principles, that seemingly foreshadow an apocalypse, yielding a post-apocalyptic world, most people only quote the first principle and use that first principle to help express their concerns and theories of depopulation. The only thing about it, or only thing about that, is the words were to maintain a population of 500 million. The words were not to get the population down to 500 million. This doesn't rule out the possibility of what people assume to be a diabolical global genocidal plan being developed and implemented behind the scenes. However, this message seems more of a message of reason and what to do after an apocalyptic event took place and how to avoid taking the pathway that led to destruction altogether for future references. This message was misconstrued. And so when the stones were destroyed, people celebrated, especially the religious people, as they thought that event to be a sign from God. It is my foreknowledge and intuition that leads me to realize that they are sadly mistaken. It may have very well been the other way around, being that the capstone that rested on the top of the slabs read, let these be guidestones to an age of reason. Real son. That message was written in 4 different languages, including classical Greek, Sanskrit, Egyptian hieroglyphs, and Babylonian cuneiform. The point here is the people or person who constructed the stones were speaking to the future. I said these were not members of the Illuminati or the elite Satanists. These were people or was a person who wanted there to be a guide for the meek, who would presumably inherit the earth. Post-apocalypse. This would not be the works of one who believed in the New World Order as it has been presented. That's an order, one built on disorder that will benefit the elite and the elite only. R.C. Christian was a Christian, not a Satanist. He believed in the order of Christ, who came after the order of Melchizedek, whose order was fixated on righteousness and justice, or order as opposed to disorder. These are the Georgia Guidestones, which are a pyramid, by the way. This is one side of the pyramid, another side of the pyramid. On the other side, you got another side. And this is literally referred to as a capstone up here. This is another pyramid built up in Georgia that align with the solstice also. But hey, do understand that when it comes time or comes to this reality, there are 2 masters, 2 forces, or 2 L's or Eli's. One Eli is the lamb and the other Eli is the goat. This gem shows up in the biblical scripture in the book of Matthew, chapter 27, verse 45 and 46, where the one called Jesus or Yeshua or Jehovah or Elias or Jesus or Isa was said to have cried out, quoting Psalms chapter 22, verse 1, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. And so I'm revealing to you that which was revealed to me in spirit, that the Eli is there to connect the reality of 2 forces or 2 gods, as in 2 different Elis. Those 2 Elis are the Lamb, which is Lama, and the Sabach, which is Sabachthani. You will find Sabach in the movie Black Adam. In that movie, there were 2 sides fighting over what was called the crown of Sabach. This is similar to the concept of the beings called the Transformers from the Transformers franchise, fighting over the Allsparks. Take note of this verse from the Holy Quran. And when the world is fulfilled against them, the unjust, we shall produce from the earth a beast to face them. He will speak to them, for that mankind did not believe with assurance in our signs. That's the Al-Quran chapter 27, verse 82. I have explained before that the Quran and the science within it is the crown. That Quran or Quran possesses the code. When you think in terms of the crown or the Quran, which is the Greek word for the god of time, you are brought to the word corona, accompanied by the secret or sacred number of the Quran, which is the number 19. There appears the code Corona 19. Corona, Quran, 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 crown, chrome. Yes, the secret number of the Quran is literally 19. They, the elite, gave you that program. And in the 74th chapter of the Quran, which was called the hidden secret, it was already laid out for you to figure out. The message was, over it is 19. Over it is 19. Okay? So that 19, which many people have linked to be AI, being that the letter A, 1, all right, is the letter A equals 1 and the letter I equals 9, is the mark of a very important time period. The mark appeared and associated with the mark of the beast to let you know what was coming. The war to rise up or raise up the fallen. They, the gods or the angels who wanted to help the human beings, came through and gave people signs through people like Prophet Muhammad or through Krishna or through Jesus. Yet it was also said that people wouldn't listen. It was already written that people would ignore all of the signs. So now Sabak and his fleet of Nephilim are moving heavier. They're sending out their soldiers first. Those soldiers are responsible for affecting the frequencies of the consciousness of the human beings as these elite are preparing to bring hell or Hades to the surface. What a time to be alive. If you have been watching, you may have noticed that ever since the music industry started to lose pillars back to back over these past few years since 2019, 2020, artists with more positively charged messages like Tim's and Aniko have risen up in the algorithm. You may or may not remember, yet it is still a fact that I uttered the prophecy back in 2020 and said that after a great group of stars fell, after a great group of pillars collapsed, after a great group of celebrities fell, other pillars of light would rise up to assist the efforts of rectification, and then the pillar of Phase One would rise up from the east. Said pillars of light will rise up to assist the efforts of rectification. All right, that's your Iniko. That's when Kanye did his thing. That's your D1 clause. That's all of that. I put it all here. Okay, which was speaking about a Phase One pillar rising up in the east after a great group of stars fell. This is prophecy, a prophecy that I gave back in 2019, 2020. Okay, early 2020 to be exact was the actual prophecy that I laid out. You feel me? A lot of celebrities did fall. And now you see Phase One pillar beginning to rise up in the east. You with me? Tams and Aniko were two examples of pillars that rose up with messages and tones of enlightenment. You can read the realm as I have taught you to, or I taught you how to in my other books and teachings and songs, and you can see when and why these two pillars rose up. These two artists were sending out messages dealing with the time we're in, where there's evidently a spiritual war taking place. Thames, the name, brings you to the word tempest, which is in Latin, or the Latin word for time. Iniko, the name, means time of trouble. About a month after Iniko released the MP3 for the viral song King's Affirmation, the rapper called Trouble was killed by a man named Ja Michael. I want you to look closer at the name of the murderer. Ja plus Michael. Ja equals God. Michael is one who is like God. That name, Michael, is the name of a warring angel that is mentioned in the book of Revelation. He and his fleet of angels warred with and are set to war with Satan, the dragon, Tanin, that old serpent called the devil. Revelation chapter 12, verse 7 through 9. Now let's break down the name of the rapper who was slain. Trouble's real name, Mariel, star of the sea. That's what it means. The starfish. The five-pointed star of the sea. Leviathan, the sea serpent. Seamonte, Seaman, Seaman. And that Seaman or Seaman stir is called Leviathan. Find it in Job chapter 41. 4 plus 1 also equals 5. All right? It's a five-pointed star. And it's allegorically identified as the light being of the morning. Or, the word or means dark or pale or the lesser light. As the Hebrew word or with an H actually means light. Go look up all that. The song Wait For You by Future and Drake, featuring the sampled vocals of Tim's Tempest, came out May 3rd, 2022, and Trouble was killed June 5th, 2022. Listen, June what? 5th, only a month later. Do you think all of this is a coincidence? Iniko released the song King's Affirmation as an actual recording on April 29th of 2022, days before the release of the Wait For You song Wait For You. Those 3 months were literally the Iniko, the time of trouble. You with me? Waiting for someone is also something that is done, or waiting for someone is also something that is done with respects to the consideration of observation of time. This is the same message I've been sending out, telling those of you who have walked with me thus far as I am still here in the flesh, that I won't be able to stay here, and I've been waiting for you. Can you see me on the edge? I'm enlightened. Lyrics from Tim's song, or Tim's song, Higher. In both the King's Affirmation song and the Higher song, there's a message of enlightenment, an announcement of a new frequency coming forth by day, which is the sun, the greater light, not the night, the moon, the lesser light. The song Higher makes mention of time and war and the trumpet being blown, waking the broken ears up to the day and time we're in, as that Trump was literally leaving the office. That Trump was Donald Trump, who was in office from the year 2016 to the year 2022. That song came out in 2020. Actually, he was 2016 to 2020. That song came out in 2020, which was widely understood to be the year of revelation. The year when the 19 arose to the crown, further confirming the hidden secret of the Quran called Quran Code 19, which deals with the surge of enlightenment, the evolutionary explosion that turns the human being into a supreme human being, or simply a superhuman being. And so it played out. Future and Drake collaborated on that song called Wait For You. But they completely perverted and corrupted the message of the original song, which was called Higher, or entitled Higher, for a sole reason, and took people from the crown, the higher point, all the way down into the root. This comes as no surprise, being that Future identifies with and he represents for the low life, and Drake identifies with and he represents for the sixth god, not the nine. And we already broke down what the sixth god was. I even showed you that the word video is saying sixth god. When you say VI in Roman numerals, you're saying six, and DO means God, literally. So you say VIDO or VIDEO, literally means sixth god. All right. This collaboration project and its product was, in fact, literally an attack on the higher frequency, an attack via music, which is magic. Trust me, I know magic when I see it. I put that in bold for a reason. Actually, all the shit is anything that's in bold or color-coded is for a reason. The concept goes from the high vibe, speaking of the urgency of waking up from a sleep state and realizing the day and time we're in and taking action, to the low vibe, speaking on doing drugs, popping pills, being drunk or intoxicated, or in an intoxicated state of mind. They even went as far as opening up the music video, which literally took place in the Dark Ages, the Age of Darkness, with a book entitled The Tale of the Toxic King. All right? Book from Wait For You music video. In that music video, they highlighted and put much emphasis on the queen, which is actually phonetically queen, which means prostitute. Take a note to remind yourself to go back and read the book of Revelation chapter 17. I provided the link. And you will see how the toxicity of the beast and the whore, also called the prostitute. The original brown-skinned female woman artist, Tim's, is nowhere to be seen in the music video. And that feminine image is replaced with an image likened unto a Caucasoid female or woman. That woman was also draped in the garment of the medieval kingdoms. Their song and video emitted the frequencies of the Dark Ages, the Knights Templar, the Setites, the references to the early morning or late at night, all right, which is Lucifer, the morning star, or Halal, or Bab, or Babel, or Baphomet, or Set. Keep in mind that Set, being the ancient Egyptian god of confusion, bears the same tones that are used to describe in English the action of the sun going down. This is when the sun sets and nighttime ensues. Can you see the connection of that which is referred to as nighttime to that which is referred to as the Knights Templar? Remember, Tim's ties to tempus, which means time. And the word night is phonetically equivalent to the word night. Night equals night. Templar equals time. Nighttime is the time of the moon or luna, the age of concealment. That cycle has ended. This is the sun cycle. This is the time of enlightenment. To all of you who have it already made up in your minds and written in your essences to wake up the masses via your art, please do not forget that this music industry is full of wicked, low-life wickets and witches and warlocks who worship the 6 ether frequencies. They are in no way, shape, form, or fashion on your side. They have already chosen who they will work for and who they will worship. Do not forget that these are Baphomet soldiers and agents. These are demonic beings that are disguised as human beings. They only care about themselves, not the masses, and we the people have to be united in our efforts of discontinuing and reversing our acceptance of their states or statuses, from murder culture to drill culture to promiscuity culture, and so on. They, the celebrities, are the stars or the gods or the idols that you were warned not to worship. Remember, reader, earth family of mine, there is a war on consciousness. Walk away from the God of this world and come back into the God of the soul. It is that time again. Think back to the book of Matthew chapter 6 verse 9. Who knows? I say refer to the Who Knows Secret book by Faise One. Those verses were about reaching out to those celestial or heavenly beings called God or gods or Elohim or extraterrestrials. And the prayer was saying for God from above, which is the sky, which is Anu, to bring your kingdom to earth. This lets you see that this world was not under the control of or under the rulership of, as most people may, the God as most people may know or believe that God to be. That means that up to right now, those people who think people think of as God don't run this world. The God of the world, even according to 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 4, is Shaitan, meaning beings who oppose the so-called natural order and therefore allow their animalistic nature to take them over. Their lust for power took them over. They are the powers and principalities and rulers and gods of the Decepticons from the Transformers movie we spoke about. Why do you think they are called the Decepticons? It is because these heavenly beings are at war. Michael and his angels and Satan and his angels and the dragon and that old serpent called the devil had or has deceived the whole world. Look at it. Deception. Decepticons. These are the disagreeable beings, and they war with the Autobots, or the all agreeable beings. All is all. Tob is a word meaning agreeable. The Hebrew word for agreeable or good is Tob. So when you say Decepticons versus Autobots, you're saying the deceitful ones or Decepticons versus the all Tobos or Tobies, which is all agreeable ones. Okay? Take heed that no man or being beyond a man, human, deceive you. Beware, earth family, of the deceivers. Baal, Baphomet, Molech, Shaitan, Iblis, Tanin, Thardanush. Baal, which is Baal, is only one of the names for one of the extraterrestrial forces that were observed, according to the records, by those who are now called the Canaanites. If you were to say the word Ba in Hebrew, you'd be speaking about an arrival, or you'd be saying something or someone is coming. For example, if I were to say Bat Tadanin, or Tadanin being the dragon, I'd be saying Tadanin is coming. That could be either an observation or a prophecy. It could be saying Tadanin is coming to say that I can literally look out and see him or them, the dragon fleet or the serpent fleet, approaching in real time. Or I could say Bat Tadanin to say that this being will be coming eventually. Recall the Bugs Life movie. Bugs Life equals B plus L. BL, sound out the letters, and you will hear the name Beel, which is short for Beelzebub, also Beelzebub, meaning the Lord, God, King of the flies or crickets, those who can fly. In that movie, the ant people or the human beings had to prepare offerings for the cricket people, the fallen angels. The cricket people were beings who had the ability to fly and requested or require a sacrifice or offering they would travel from afar to come to collect that offering or sacrifice from the ant people. Often, when people speak in terms of sacrifices and offerings, they're only speaking on it from a ritualistic perspective. When people burn offerings on their altars, or when people lay out food for the spirits or gods or ancestors, a lot of that is just ritualistic practice. The actual people from these stories, like the biblical Canaanite story, who were worshiping gods like Baal, were literally sacrificing people, even their children. All right. Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 11. You must not worship the Lord your God in their way, because in worshiping their gods, they do all kind of detestable things that Lord hates. They even burn their sons and daughters in the fire as sacrifices to their gods. Psalms 106:37. They sacrifice their sons and their daughters to false gods. They shed innocent blood, the blood of their sons and daughters, whom they sacrificed to the idols of Canaan, and the land was desecrated by their blood. Leviticus 20. The Lord said to Moses, say to the Israelites, any Israelite or any foreigner residing in Israel who sacrifices any of his children to Molech is to be put to death. So these people, or those people like the Canaanites, would sacrifice human beings to these other worldly beings who devoured those people. These were flesh-eating human beings. Some of them were documented as giants. If you ever open the book of Giants, you'll read about those types of beings who were hunting and killing the inhabitants of the planet Earth, which was called Eridu or Tiamat, and they used them for food. So just as the ants from the Bud Light movie knew that those flying winged beings would come again and again, you could even look at the name or the description of Baal to let you know that what was happening, or actually happening, and that it was not just some random name or some random being. All right? So I go into a lot of this. This is the Out of the Darkness book. Okay? So it's 10 books altogether. If you want my books, you can send a donation to that cash out right there. Play for change. We just sent out a big blast today. So if you had sent your books, sent your cash app donation from the past 3 days, you got your books today. All right? They should have arrived today. Check your spam folder. They should be to you. All right? If you want the books, send a donation to that cash app right there. Play for change cash app. The donation doesn't have to be a specific amount. I'll send all 10 of them to you, or have all 10 of them sent to your email. If you already have the books and you want to support the fundraiser we're doing right now, which we've raised over $10,000. The goal is to get $144,000 by April. If you want to support that, you can send a donation to that same cash app for the 144K fundraiser. All right. I appreciate y'all. We're going to rock out one time and we'll be back.
And the name was so important, and the fame went worth a fortune. But if they gon' try extortion, we screaming out good luck then. And we came in like the four winds and got the scorching. Cause we got fire, don't know what they do. And this ain't coward, we just on the move. Oh, he got power, he can employ the truth. Don't get me bothered, I didn't know the rules. Ooh, okay, so looky. Call they still trying to book me. Oh yeah, after like nigga done did like 10 years overlooking. All of a sudden they talking about click up. Nah, fuck that, put them tricks up. All on your whole career, cause it's up. I'm going hard again on brick up. Y'all nigga gon' have to show me some. Family obligated, yeah, my kid OB like Obi-Wan. They gon' try to make the chopper take on down like Kobe Hum. Bitch, I gave my life 1,000 times. They still don't owe me none. Universal donor in my blood, yeah, it's the OP1. Bigger than water, well, get off my dick, I know I'm Obi-Wan. How these niggas steppers when they worry about getting they toes redone. I came from the slum, my mama bad, but this ain't Jody's son. I told this for life, you don't know what it's like to be told this on. At only 5 years old and showed your whole life in a moment. So you know what type of road you going, where only soldiers go who consciously make a decision to get in that molded laundry. He ain't trying to live on bread alone, and they got molded lunch. They food will not endure like it's outside, and when that war is done, just know the soul is on and on and on. That's right, you know this song. Really can't be fucked with actual niggas who the chosen ones. We just like the police song. And the name was so important, and the fame went worth a fortune. But if they gon' try extortion, we screaming out good luck then. And we came in like the four winds and got the scorching. Don't we got fire, don't know what they do. And this ain't coward, we just on the move. Oh, he got power, he can employ the truth. Don't get me bothered, I didn't know the rules. Don't we got fire, don't know what they do. And this ain't coward, we just on the move. get fly. Give me just a minute, y'all. I, for one, never felt how I'm feeling, y'all. Playing with fire like a 9/11 finna call. Hurry, hurry, whole lot of flame in my twin involved. Suit up and boot up and who dubbing it when the guys go stepping. Hella made, Justin Timberlake, Chicago legend. What man ready to stand? Who in guys go heaven? Can face a nigga with soul ties. He'll go to war against the whole wide world. You can't stop him. They'll forsake the words of a wise. She'll stay blind. Hear the pain of sight. You and I through the night. I know it's difficult alone, but I'm right here. What's tomorrow? I have no idea. I'm on a busy right now. To your side, yeah. Walking on that water with that 40 on my side, yeah. I need you to love me like Armageddon is now, yeah. Take me up, baby, love, get me higher. Come to you, I do say so. Myself, falling in love. Well, just what do we have here? Two lost selves, falling in love. Silly of me, clumsy I do say so. Myself, falling in love. Well, just what do we have here? Two lost selves, falling in love. Angels sing when we get high. Angels sing when we get fly. Angels sing when we get high. Angels sing when we get fly.
Give it to me tonight, tonight. I give you that ooh. On my frequency, on my frequency, on my frequency.
Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. You don't know about it.
Yeah, in my frequency, in my frequency, yeah. Ooh, 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 fuck it up for me. Yeah. I'm in that gut line. Show me your good side. Nah. Oh, say, will. Oh, say, will. Tell me you love me. If I can't have what I can't have, this shit gon' be bad for anybody. Too many rides for me to choose. Deep in the back of my mind, I'm throwed out. Cause all y'all need had one was you. Show me the side that I approve. Oh, you thuggin', that damn right, I need all that. Better have it to me by sundown. Too many lies that came true. 1,000 deaths for coward die. Having fun, the hour fly. Magic one, power vibe. Show me where my God is here. Mirror on the wide, shining like a chandelier. 9 p.m. notified. Meet her there, then beat her there. Later lost, you see it clear. Bust it in and plead to feel like ooh. Fuck it up for me. Yeah. I'm in that gun line. Show me your good side. Nah. Oh, say, will. Oh, say, will. Tell me you love me. Yeah. Too many rides for me to choose. Show me the side that I approve. Oh, you thuggin', that damn right, I need all that. Better have it to me by sundown. Too many lies that came true. 1,000 deaths for coward die. Having fun, an hour fly like.
Y'all don't know nothing about Faise One. The vault.
Pussy boy play with the God, I stretch you out like
Summer Walker.
I got potential to run up and
Pop like Summer Walker.
Fucking with Bridge Squad,
32 all in my section, Summer Walker.
pull up with a love cycle.
Whip out a dick and I'm precious, Summer Walker.
Life on earth has been a bitch, but bitch, I'm over it.
No talking, do a little down when you get in my coffin. I did what I did, I was mobbing.
Walker, summer.
Hot boy, pop summer.
Walker, summer.
Hot boy, pop summer.
Walker, summer.
Hot boy, hot girl, pop summer.
Walker,
Yeah.
Ministry
To society, she on some pretty shit. On society,
did it shit. Got some rock in my britches.
I'm with the shit. No sobriety drunk. Know what they say about a drunk man. I'ma say what the fuck what I want, man.
I roll up in the beat like the blunt man.
And I want my croissant up front, man.
Wildin', I woke up today and chose violence. They ain't want me to run it, I don't give a fuck, bitch, I stole like I'm Joe Biden.
Fuck about nobody.
I beat it, MO3, them niggas
Scared to come outside.
Really stepping on some voodoo shit.
I light a big ass on fire.
I'm the type to rid the whip with C4 explosive. Can't slide if you die before you can ride. I told that bitch don't play with God. Pussy boy play with the God. I scratch you out like Summer Walker. I got potential to run up and pop, 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 pop. Summer Walker. Fucking with Green Squad, 32 all in my session.
Summer Walker.
Pull up with a love cycle. Whip out a dick and I'm pressing.
Summer Walker.
Life on earth has been the bitch, but bitch, I'm over it.
No talking. Do a little dab when you get in my car. I did what I did. I was mobbed up, mobbing.
Walker, summer. Hot boy, hot girl, poppin' summer. Walker, summer. Hot boy, hot girl, poppin' summer. Walker, summer.
Hot boy, hot girl, poppin' summer.
Walker,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. That You Got Potential wasn't even part of the beat. I just told him to put that shit on there.
Why can't you pretend?
Y'all don't really know. You don't really know.
Why can't seasons change like frostbite, summertime breezing? First kiss worthless if we don't believe it. Divine time signs fly higher than the stars and all their friends. I'm still cinnamon kisses, friends. I'm still licorice wishes, friends. If we're not what we've been, why can't you pretend? Why, friends? Why, friends? Why can't you pretend, my friend? My friends, my friends, my. Why can't you pretend? Change like frostbite, summertime breezing. First kiss worthless if we don't believe in. Divine time signs fly higher than the stars and all their friends. I'm still cinnamon kisses, friends. I'm still licorice wishes, friends. If we're not what we've been, why can't you pretend, my friend, my friend, my friend, my.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Y'all, listen, the vault's so extensive. A lot of this out. The range, the diversity, they can't do it.
Makes me wonder where you came from. Thinking about your love, it makes me want to. Can't believe it's
This my shit right here, though.
Reaching out to heaven like who sent you to me. Got me dreaming about forever, ain't scared of the rain. Game, rose gold, froze away the pain. She just wanna roll and play some waves. Shawty gon' throw that folk at where she came from. Deep in how you step, you got potential to me. Got me dreaming about forever, hey. She gon' be the reason I retreat. Bustin' through them G like RPG. Fucking with a G, it's not that cheap. For that shit, I'm keeping my receipt. I can see why they tight as shit. We pop out on some T.I. and tiny shit. We all up poppin' shit at your party. Walking in on some we not invited shit. Remember the very first time that we locked eyes. So no surprise, you had told me I gave you pop vibes. Hit him up and get it swerving and he got him nervous. 30 degrees, way too cold, hold me tight, hey. Will I see you at my show tonight? Came from thinking about your love, it makes me want to.
It called Came From.
Everything I pray for. Reaching out to heaven like who sent you to me. Got me dreaming about forever, ain't scared of the rain. Game, rose gold, froze away the pain. She just wanna roll and play some waves. Shawty gon' throw that folk at where she came from.
Yeah.
You got potential to me. Got me dreaming about forever. Hey. R&B the party, we the best. Call it what you want, you see the flex. She the type to kiss, she on your neck. Sexy mama ballin', she's a pet. All that shit that she calling me. I'm responding like Call of Duty when she speak. Got that shit out the brick and she proud of me. You know she effing with me, I'm a prodigy. Hey, boom. You know what it is whenever I visit. Windy City, she blowing me kisses. 30 degrees, way too cold, hold me tight. Will I see you at the show tonight? Came from thinking about about your love, it makes me want you. Can't believe it's everything I pray for. Reaching out to heaven like who sent you to me. Got me dreaming about forever, ain't scared of the rain. Game, rose gold, frozen away the pain. She just wanna roll and play some waves. Come on now. Throw that funk that where she came from. Peeping how you step, you got potential to me. Got me dreaming about forever, hey. You know what it is whenever I visit, in the city, blowing me kissy, 30 degrees is way too cold, hold me tight. Will I see you at the show tonight? Came from. That's my shit now.
For the hottest R&B instrumental.
Don't know, you don't know. You think you know, but you don't know. You can't touch me, baby. It's not just me here tonight. On a little red carpet. You can't touch me now. No stop, no way, no how. Didn't come to make friends, I'm just here to dance. You had your chance on a little red carpet. You can't stop me. Can I stop? Will I stop me now? Just a way to get down on a little red carpet. You can't stop me. Can I stop? Will I stop me now? Just a way to get down on a little red carpet. You just watch me, baby. You might just get a surprise. And I wanna pay both sides. On my way to my love. This could take all night. Don't give me no fight. Can't stop me. Can I stop? Will I stop me now? Just a way to get down on a little red carpet. You can't stop me. Come on now. Who you know? Who you know? Who you know? Who you know? Just a way to get down on a little red carpet. You just watch me, baby. You might just get a surprise. And I wanna pay both sides. Come on now. Wait to spread my love. This could take all night. Don't give me no fight. They can't do it. They can't do it. Come on now. Somewhere in the world, where the people are dreaming entirely secretive in realms undefined. We'll never know what it feels to be vigilant, be in love. Single heart and soul, baby, is not what you think. I need you in my world. Need you, baby, it's not just a dream. I need you in my world. Need you, oh. Yeah, I need you in my world. Yeah, come on now. Somebody get angry. Baby, it's not what you think. I need you in my world. Need you, oh. It's not just a dream. I need you in my world. Need you, oh. Yeah, come on now. Yeah, you don't hear him. You don't hear what I say. What am I say? Yeah, don't hear that boy. What am I say? Yeah, come on now. Yeah, you don't hear him. You ain't listening. You gotta use your ears. Yeah, come on now. That shit just like classic, automatically. Need you, it's more than I need you and I need you. Come on now. Y'all know about it. Baby, they said that I'm wrong. Really believe in these paid models and these bottles and thongs. Time can only tell if if you're moving on, but your mind and I'm not gone. Baby, they say that I'm wrong, but as time moves on, maybe I grown. And I'm trying to make it home, cause I don't believe in these paid models or these bottles and phones. What is late night, got party, Bob Marley, who would have dreamed? Everything a nigga ever wanted in a crop top and some true religion jeans. She was my type straight from the jump. You would never approve. She spent the night and we grew. Lit couldn't even hardly sleep, cause I was thinking about you. I told you I would never change. I disappointed you and gave you pain. I never wanted you to play this game with me, and I know I'm to blame for the tears that you dropped last night. Side on your bad side. Street steady talking. I remember what they say. You I'm a bad man and I don't know how to play. But the truth is I can't see me going home with none of these bad vibes. I just want the one that held me down. Hoping you'll stay around. Cause baby, they say that I'm wrong. I don't really believe in these paid models and these bottles and thongs. Time can only tell if you're moving on, but your mind and I'm not gone. Baby, they say that I'm wrong, but as time moves on, maybe I grown. And I'm trying to make it home, cause I don't believe in these paid models and these bottles and thongs. Yeah. Hey, come on now. Who been around? Ooh, yeah. It wasn't long ago when we sang songs to rest up our worries to sleep. See, there was a time a little friend of mine traded love by the only tree. Who says that we can't see the end of both streets? Is it ever too late to retrieve what belongs to me? Everybody thinks there's always time. And see, everybody thinks they're not behind. Baby, it's me. And I wonder, do you think of me? Am I a seed? Have you planted me in your fantasy? Cause I always dream of you, but I never reach out to you. I always think of you, the only tree in my everything. I always dream of you. I'll be alone till you come to me. Thinking of you, the only tree in my everything. Go when we stay gone.
Alex V Productions.
You don't know.
You got a secret admirer. He's hoping to find your love for all time. All time. You got a secret admirer. He's hoping to find true love for all time. All time. Baby, you know, do you know? I watched you walk so fly, your finest wine. Baby, you know, do you know? It's difficult to get you off my mind. I had to fake it sometime. When I look into your eyes, I don't wanna be blind. Cause I know at the end of the day you're not mine. Secret admirer. He's hoping to find your love for all time. All time. Got a secret admirer. He's hoping to find true love for all time. All time. Can't let it go. I try so hard, but I cannot deny. Can't let you know. I wish I could turn back the hands of time. on my mind. I know at the end of the day,
is definitely the Double X album. Talking about some Pete Moscato.
you got a secret admirer. He's hoping to find your lover all time. Got a secret admirer. He's hoping to find true love for all time. Hey, baby girl. Do you know I've been watching you?
Yeah, I don't hear him doing the talking part though.
For quite a while now.
I don't hear you.
I love the way you smile, the way you flow across the room. I can never let you know, but I just keep it a secret of mine. Secret and mine.
Watch the breakdown.
He's hoping to find your love.
You don't hear me. You ain't listening.
All time.
Come on now.
Secret and mine. He's hoping to find true love for all time.
Listen. Watch him do it. That nigga ain't got no sense. He know that's not a run, but he gonna make it a run. Listen. He don't give a fuck. You ain't hear this man just do the shit, y'all. He did the shit. He did the talking, and then he did the shit. The thing.
Keep it a secret, man. Secret and mine. Love for all time. He's hoping to.
Come on now. Sure. No. Chris Brown. Baby, I've been watching you. Your secret admirer. Your secret admirer. Come on now. They can't. I taught Usher. I taught Chris Brown. Them niggas learn from me. What are you talking about? I taught them niggas everything they know.
Productions.
That shit was funny, folks. You got it. This Pink Moscato.
Hey, out of my mind. I don't know why I fuck with you the way that I do, but I can't find no substitute. And I know that it must be a reason for these, cause I want you, but I do not need you. It's complicated, out of my mind. I don't know why I fuck with you the way that I do, but I can't find no substitute. And I know that it must be a reason for these, cause I want you, but I do not need you. It's complicated. Higher than a balcony, I jump, fall in love, gravity. Smoke sesh, oh yes, you can get high with me. You can roll up, you can vibe with me. I give into your love while you guiding me. Follow you to the end of the galaxy. It's a whole lot of planets outside of these, a lot to see. Young nigga straight from the bottom. I love too hard, probably too fast, too strong. I'm sorry if it appears I don't trust nobody, but you been on my mind. Baby girl, you so damn fine. You don't even think so, but you shine. Love the way you kick it, you let with your mind. Baby, I'm gonna make you mine in due time. I can see me and you famous, slide ride through the West End, suicide door, cool brains. Late night beach vibes, guys, you name it. Everything yours in this world, claim it. I'm crazy about you, I don't know, you just got that little way about you. How you do what you do, got that play about you. Got that scrap when I'm out, I won't play about you. I get lost in your hips when you walk. I get lost in your lips when you talk. You know what's up with you and I see the spark in your eyes when I look at you, shawty. It's nothing you can hide. I wasn't falling, I was just stalling, waiting for you to be mine. Arguing with all of your words, they follow your curves and make their way up through your spine. Out of my mind, I don't know why I fuck with you the way that I do, but I can't find no substitute. And I know that it must be a reason for these, cause I want you, but I do not need you. It's complicated, out of my mind. I don't know why I fuck with you the way that I do, but I can't find no substitute. And I know that it must be a reason for these, cause I want you, I do not need you. It's complicated.
That was Pete Moscato. Off the Pete Moscato album.
Music.
You set the world on fire. Can't be the only one who knows. This time you take me higher. I don't really wanna fly too low. Make up the nights I left you. Headed out trying to save this town. Get my heart at home. Only reason why I stayed around. It's your determination. Run it up, get the back full time. That's why I never wanna turn your station. Somebody tell the DJ rewind. You are the wind beneath my wings, like melodies from heaven. Rain down on me, hey, rain down. I believe in your song, but it's what I know that's keeping me on this long. And why I play that drum and change direction, let the melody arrange your spine. Today's a present, bring them forward to the ancient times. The soul in motion, you and I create the storm. I can feel it every time you love me. That's the reason why I play that drum. Take me in your arms and hold me close. You're the only one who knows this world will turn against me. Somebody tell me, where do angels go when they set the world on fire? Maybe won't it feel great to be home when they turn the world against me? Baby girl, just stay by the phone. Fill me with your precious Holy Ghost. Tell the God that made you to rain down on me with a price on to know that love is true. You are the wind beneath my wings, like melodies from heaven. Rain down on me, hey, rain down. I believe
That shit need a music video. All these songs, like, I could really, like, any of these songs, if there was a budget behind any of these songs, all these songs would do well. Like, I haven't heard nothing that I would be like, you couldn't do nothing with that. Like, every song would do well on its own. Like, it's its own hit. It's its own atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Who said we can be more than friends? Someone we already had, and we thought we had to end. I want to make amends, yeah. Oh, come in, your room is still the same. I didn't change a thing. Do you mind if I hold you like you're? Give me any shots, put it on the rocks, hurry up and slide. I want to see my friend. It's just you and me, movies on the kite. I wonder where you cot to the couch, couch to the bed. What else should we watch? Would I see you again? Kisses on your lips, grips on your hips, looking in your eyes. We can't be more than friends. With an ex, with somebody from the past. Whoever said it couldn't last. Through the ups and downs, bullets on the ground. Love is war, this shit Iraq, bring the truth. I want to make amends. Right here where we stand. I want to be your nigga. I want to be your nigga.
nigga Faise a trip. Come on. What? Something wrong with this boy. What? That nigga is different. What? Hold on. Meow, 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 meow.
Give me any shots, put it on the rocks, order up a spy.
Meow, 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 meow. Where my siren at? This nigga is a trip. That nigga is a trip. Meow, 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 meow. Hold on, we finna go to we going to the club. Y'all coming with me? Y'all wanna come to the club with me? Who coming to the club with me? We finna hit the club right now. Meow, 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 meow. Juka, juka, juka. That shit hard as fuck. I know I wrote it and stuff, but it's like sometimes be like you gotta look at this shit like, yo, that shit hard. Like, bro did that shit. Hold on, I lost the damn song. Trying to put it on the turntable. Give me Henny shots, put it on a rock, order up a spot. Come on now. What? Something wrong with that boy. He throw. He just be like, oh, music? Yeah, bet. That nigga came in, he was born, he was like, music? Yeah. They gave him that whole program.
Who said we can be more than friends with someone we already had? Then we thought we had to win. I want to make amends. Okay, man, your room is still the same. I didn't change a thing. Do you mind if I hold you like you're give me any shots, put it on the rocks, order up a spot. I want to see my Airbnb. It's just you and me, movies on the couch.
Come on.
I wonder where you couch to the couch to the bed. What else should we watch?
Hey.
Would I see you again? Kiss on your lips, grips on your hips, look you in your eyes. You said
We got concessions.
friends with an ex, with somebody from the past.
We got concessions in the back.
Ups and down, bullets on the ground. Love is water, shit Iraq. Bring the truth. I want to make amends.
Y'all know I got all the new Faise One.
I want to be your
Nigga.
I want to be your
Nigga.
I want to be your man. You said we can be more than friends. Someone we already had. Then we thought we had to win. I want to make amends. Oh, come in. Your room is still the same. I didn't change a thing. Do you mind if I hold you like you're? Who said we can be more than friends with someone we already had? Then we thought we had to end. I want to make amends. Oh, come in. Your room is still the same. I didn't change a thing. Do you mind if I hold you like you're?
Come on now.
I took a bath in the river Jordan. Nah, they might laugh, but I know that I'm more than what they believe on me. I'm putting that work in. God, please pick up the phone. It's important. I've been on my skirt, on my grind, straight skateboarding. Daddy on my line, she keep lying. That girl is poison. Try to protect me from bitty bitties, I'm on bigger than that. All I know is I'm different in fact. If you really get jiggy with that, I've been baptized in the spirit. You can hear it. Since you wanna be gang, what's the motive? Now in my service, I change this shit over. Like Sprint, T-Mobile, where you AT&T tonight. Got me in the booth, feeling right. I've been rising, oh, that means just got me a check. I've been trying to Atlanta, not Gwinnett. Reach to my right, eyes copper tone. Otherwise, when I ride, I'm alone. Better know to my left at the chrome. I'm making it home. I'm making it home. Whatever they own, ready to know. I'm taking off, don't go. You know they expect you to like get caught up in all the, you know, the hoorah, the la da, the blase.
Talk about it.
But
Yeah.
that ain't me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm baptized in the spirit for real, I'm really like that. You know, I got God with me. Shit different. I took a bath in the river Jordan. Nah, they might laugh, but I know that I'm more than what they believe on me. I'm putting that work in, God. Please pick up the phone. It's important. I've been on my skirt, on my grind, straight skateboarding. Daddy on my line, she keep lying, that girl is poison. Tell me from bitty business, I'm on bigger than that. All I know is I'm different than that. If you real, I be jiggy with that. Jiggy with that.
Hey.
Pocket, rocket, pocket, rocket, pocket, rocket, pocket, pocket, pocket.
Hey.
Status, hot,
What?
Travis, Scott. Hot shit, pocket, rocket, bop it, spin it,
Twist it, juke. I'm in Atlanta with Shrewd. Buy me the build of the tools. Got me a little bit of juice. Hold the cube, bitch. Didn't I say hold the cube?
hold the cue. Hockey, hockey, hockey.
Slide. I was the youngest inside of my lives. Bitch, you don't kicking it cars, shit.
Ain't hop on no track with no rat of the spine.
I'm not on no Nicki Minaj shit.
You an employee, little bitty boy, you know you can't kick it with boss. You're an employee, not a fairy godmother.
Shaw shit.
She told me put on some hard shit, throw on some Beethoven.
Big Dr. Chopper, operate. Leave a nigga face open.
Nigga with all that chocolate shit.
Why you cheesing, nigga? We take tokens. And it don't take much to get a young nigga high. I'm a easy bake
We
oven.
got a gun in the bag, we got 100 in that.
It's under the mat.
Pop out like
David Ware.
That's one of them
Stay aware.
Pop out with a K in there.
Okay.
Pop out these ladies stare. How about don't play
Play
with
with faces crazy, yeah, okay, beware. Bitch, stuck up.
pocket, rocket,
Huh?
pocket, rocket,
Okay.
pocket, rocket,
Yeah.
pocket, pocket, pocket.
Huh.
Status, hot,
Bam.
Travis, Scott.
Hot shit, pocket, rocket.
Pocket, rocket,
Huh.
pocket, rocket,
Ooh.
pocket, rocket, pocket, pocket, pocket. Status, hot, Travis, Scott.
If I ain't win,
Hey.
ain't even see it coming, yeah, but I ain't hit it.
Hey.
Ain't even see it coming, yeah, but I ain't 10. They got that black on black, that scheming.
And I ain't scared. All these ghosts think they hot
Till
until
we get the frying pan.
all these ghosts think they hot until we get the frying pan.
Thought they were werewolves
Till we went to Highland like. Now I'm saying. Tell the truth, you walk into a line, then I get the ha and at the bitches I've been. We get the knock and they like, let them guys in. Now they shook, shock in, didn't let you slide in. I fall off in your party and I let in my twins. Then what? Then we get the checking out Benzes. Then what? Then we get the etching out bins. Then what? It gon' be a theft on our end, yeah. Thief in the night, thief in the night. That was me in all black and that was me in all white. Like salt, pepper when I'm creeping all night, but I'm still taking everything. Yeah, I'm the season all tight. We gon' push up at your party, flip that beef in broad light. You're like
diamond. He been on that pressure out that dirt.
he going
diamond.
144K that way.
My verse is going.
Hellfire, Dragon Slayer, that way he.
Verse is going.
Yeah.
If I don't win,
Okay.
They ain't even see it coming, yeah, but I ain't hit it.
Come on.
They ain't even see
Come
it
on.
coming, yeah, but I ain't 10. I
Got that.
black on black, that
Ski masks and I ain't scared. All these ghosts think they
Hey, the ghosts that they hide
until they get the frying pan. Come on.
Thought they were werewolves till we went
Hey,
Nah, I said, oh yeah, they sick, ain't it?
No worries.
On the first spot.
Okay.
They had to dance so they could clap back when they heard my song.
They did, didn't they?
Permission slip and slide, they just can't swear they gon'
Oh, for real?
You a boss, but you got
niggas that they work up under. Yeah. Can't relate to y'all.
Y'all try to get pretty for the post, bitch.
I don't play with dogs.
He gon' feast.
He unleashed. You don't let Faise get off. You don't see him foaming at the mouth like he a rabies dog. You don't see him foaming at the mouth like he ain't ate it all. Belly touch his spine. You look like chicken dinner.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah. Oh, that's some blitz, ain't it? I got my point across like a courtroom in a six finger.
Oops, bitch.
If I don't win. Big boy. Go, killer. Hey, go, killer.
I'm killing all these niggas.
Hey.
I'm in a good mood to eat these niggas up. I'm finna argue these niggas. Go killer, slaughter these niggas.
Hey.
If I'm in the club, then I'm here for the diamonds. No, I do not party with niggas. Go killer, targeting niggas and do party them niggas and go killer. Killing all these niggas. Yeah. I'm in a good mood to eat these niggas up. I'm finna argue these niggas. Go killer, slaughter these niggas. If I'm in the club, then I'm here for the diamonds. No, I do not party with niggas. Go killer, targeting niggas and do party them niggas and go. I'm with the force, I'm involved with them niggas. Chain snatching on some slavery shit. I'm abolishing niggas. I hate this nigga, your brothers were running. So what was the point of you calling them niggas? These niggas ain't hard in the industry. Nigga be soft in the dish. Call it the go killer. I don't get you. They solid the problem you thought was an issue. I'm really a warlock. We known for killing no ghosts. Don't talk on no phone. They listening close. You pop on your songs, bitches a go.
Let's go.
I'm killing all these rappers. I'm the one nigga nobody could ever predict. Shit on my plane in my head and that shit. Get on my dick, I ain't telling you shit, bitch. I'm in the mood for danger. Right left,
Step on heads, bitch.
I be the fool to change up.
Nigga, I spoke it, I said what I said, bitch.
Run from the choppers and kiss on your back. What can I say I got intimate gas? I did it till I finished the pay. What the fuck was your past 10 minutes to add? Daylight, broad day, kill them all. I'm just doing what God say. How they gon' ride when we slide by? Hit them in the driveway. Ghost killer, go killer, throat slitter, folks should've told niggas. Loaded tech, don't bust a bone crusher, ain't scared of no nigga. I'm killing all these niggas. Yeah. I'm in a good mood to eat these niggas up. I'm finna argue these niggas. Go killer, slaughter these niggas. If I'm in the club and I'm here for the diamonds, no I do not party with niggas. Go killer, targeting niggas and party them niggas and go killer. All these niggas. Yeah. I'm in a good mood to eat these niggas up. I'm finna argue these niggas. Go killer, slaughter these niggas. If I'm in the club and I'm here for the diamonds, no I do not party with niggas. Go killer, targeting niggas and party them niggas and go killer.
Hey. Yeah.
Thine pockets, brother, lest thou be thrust to darkness asunder. Please the heavy heart. Dost thou not see this rod? I've come for every treasure. Thou knowest what time it be. Mine brother, once more I beseech. Bend your knees and spare me your peace. Hast thou no mercy on me? Hast thou not seen my face before? Mildly familiar, we served in the war. Theodore. Yes, sir. That is my name, that's me. I remember you saved my life. Took a bullet that was meant for mine flesh. Yes, it's me. Still run thy pockets. What hast thou pondered this was? Sir, no sir, I am poor. No shillings, no gold, and no silver. Render me yours. Oh, down, I am empty as well. Have ye nothing? Nothing. The lie ye tell. Hurry now, my patience is wearing skinny, and over every penny. Thou run thine pockets, brother. Must thou be thrust to God? Asunder, hast thou not seen this rod? I come for every treasure. Thou knowest what time it be. My brother, once more I beseech. Bend your knees and spare me your pleas. Thine pockets, brother. Best thou run. Best thou run thine pockets, brother. Best thou run. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look. You feel me? Walk gang, you feel me? Fuck going on. Third eye lit shit. You know, I'm still Pharaoh class. Level on for the champ. Hey, what I do? A big seal off, let that nigga slide. Catch him next time. Walk gang, catch a nigga sleeping in his bed down. Traffic jam. He got his head down. He say he got me shook, but in what book he must ain't read mine. Paper bet, they like I paid for that. I want my paper bet, they better act like they care. I'ma show up with them babies that don't play with that. I murder demons. I get away with that. They red dot record a nigga. Like every play that try to find myself. If I were me, I wouldn't try myself. He clout chasing. Post a nigga quick. Bitch, how that shot I felt on God. Bitch, I never need a soul, and that's through all I felt. So fuck you and you and you and you. Bitch, I'm Scooby-Doo, slacking on these niggas. Who the fuck said I'm a fast, so them bullets curve. Straight through your roof, pull out your back door with them big masons. I'm talking brick, you heard me? This detergent, shit get dirty, pull up with the sticky, heard it, fit it, cut it, try to hit the window. Too much smoke, nigga vision blurry. I'ma let his ass run. As soon as I get to 30, fuck Uncle Sam, fuck the Grammy, fuck the rap game, bitch, I eat noodles. The fuck you think I'm doing with your little rap name, baby, nigga? They think they big till I deflate a nigga. I'm with Orisha, no E5, can't save a nigga, no Billy Goats. For what you heard, they with that devil shit. I level shit, I'm on that G.O.D. forever, bitch, I see it up. Let that nigga slide. Catch him next time. Okay, catch a nigga sleep. He in his bed down, he traffic jam. Traffic down, he had his head down. He said he got me shook, but in what book he must ain't read mine. Paper bet, they like I paid for that. I want my paper bet, they better act like they care, I'ma show up. Where them babies at, don't play with that. I murder demons and get away with that. That red dot record a nigga. Like every play that track, I fuck with Huey. Bitch, I go rally, so what the fuck poppin', I do my shit. Shoot a movie, I don't care who the fuck watching this rated A. This shit for anybody, pop that shit the crazy way. That shit don't help my mama upgrade, baby, I'm brick for life. Take out my shit if you ain't woke for real. I say stay woke, this ain't no joke, I ain't get that quote from me, it ain't shit me. I told that bitch it cost to go against me. He came up short and now he's 6 feet, ain't shit sweet and fuck the game. I'm with Tekashi, tell on everybody. I'm the hardest in Atlanta, bitch, I'm barely started, give me love. But shut the fuck up, cause ain't shit going. These pussy nigga hate, just come out dick long, get bitched on, who the fuck you stand? Bitch, you ain't no big stepper, where the fuck you stand? This shit don't come on, what the fuck you
come on. Hey, yo, Marco, should I kill him now? Bust him later. R.I.P. Quad, she would hit, she be like, fuck them haters. See it up, let that nigga slide. Catch him next time. Catch a nigga sleepy in his bed down. He traffic jam. Traffic down, he got his head down. He say, yeah. He must ain't read mine. I want my paper back. They better act like they care. I'ma show where them babies at. Don't play with that. I murder demons. I get away with that. That red dot record a nigga. I shoot at will, this ain't no fucking Jada. Ain't motivated, come on. No fucking pick. They got confused with that other nigga who fucking Jada. Straight from the roof out the gutter, nigga, no fucking label. It ain't no use, don't play the guy, he ain't gon' fucking save you. I shut the planet down. Like, who the fuck gon' stop me now? It ain't gon' be no fucking industry to lock me out. Ain't scared of no black ball, I got two of them hoes, they flopping around, yeah. That's your only chance. And you gon' pay for playing pussy, this the only fans. Come on. This nigga said you gon' pay for playing pussy, this the only fans.
Yeah, I just came up with a list of shit a bitch can miss me with. Why me put my foot off in the air now, I'm kicking shit. I won't really screen out on that cat, now it's different.
Yeah.
Now it's different. Oh, baby girl, 360 for me, yeah. 360 for me. Oh, 360 for me, yeah. They turn around, let me see her put their crown on. I'm trying to take it to the east side. I know a guy. We walk on water, we ain't turning around. You know the vibe. I'm still a Mason till I fucking die. I'm certified. I don't gotta be Christian just to worship God. That big old fat machine. I like them thick and having green. I like them slim, no crack fiend. I'm outside like graphene. Without no mask and no vaccine, I still be smashing on the wing. One day my people go on vegan. Meanwhile, she want 10-piece lemon pepper peach drink. Fuck you mean? Yeah, I just came up with a list of shit a bitch can miss me with. Why me put my foot off in the air now, I'm kicking shit. I wasn't really screen out on that cat, now it's different. Now it's different. Oh, baby girl, 360 for baby girl. 360 for baby girl. Oh, 360 for.
Right, that's how you should probably already come in. I'll be. Yeah. There it go. Pick it up. Okay.
Fit it with me, shake it if you sticky when we pass through. You gon' have to get up with my niggas, you gon' have to. Nigga was easy, nigga was snafu. Them nigga was simple, nigga we had to. Slip and slide in the mob and then fall in the mud. Say you know I'm with the motherfucking gang. You gon' have to get up with my niggas, we some tall things. You gon' have to get up with my bitch, go get LeBron James. My shit like gun range, I was on some bomb things. And then them funds came, really went no difference. I was shipping shit before the change. Put them niggas down, but they still gon' have to get up with my motherfucking magic. Really a maverick, really a moral of the story. Nigga, this my house, fuck Corey. I'm my own lane, I'm Tory. Bitch chopper, she gon' let me bust cause she home. Pussy nigga popping off, don't give a fuck cause we on. Oh bitch, we on now. Shit get icky sticky when we pass through. You gon' have to get up with my niggas, you gon' have to. Nigga was easy, nigga was snafu.
They was.
Nigga was simple, nigga we had to. Slip and slide in the mob and then fall in the mud. So you know with the motherfucking gang. You gon' have to get up with my niggas, we some tall things. You gon' have to get up with, oh bitch, go get LeBron James. Yeah. I like women who say Fendi fat. I like bundles, I like tracks too, I got plenty tracks. Afro, grip that shit like give me that. Back skin, beat that shit that back bend. Say I ain't gon' smash it, they press your ass like Ashton. I'm really him, I'm that gender, bitch. I mean like that gender. Bitch, you really Bruce, it ain't no truth. We get at gender. That's when the feds came and they sweeped out in that bed frame and going, had the bird niggas on the journey. Then we gon' find his ass, we gon' creak. And that bed sound that the feds found was an earthquake. When we beat street, we find out what you be, boy. We spit the block like T-Tree. Spit it with me, shit get icky sticky when we pass through. You gon' have to get up with my niggas, you gon' have to. Nigga was easy, nigga was snafu. Nigga was simple, nigga we had to. Slide in the mob and then fall in the mud. So you know with the motherfucking gang. You gon' have to get up with my niggas, we some tall things. You gon' have to get up with my bitch, go get LeBron James. Here, slap out, slap out, hey, slap out, slap out, hey, slap out, hey, slap out, hey, slap out, keep going, slap out, hey, be strong, slap out,
There go my niggas, there go my niggas, there go my niggas. Hey. 1, 2, 3, hit 'em.
There go my niggas, there go my niggas, there go my, there go my, there go my.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, hit 'em. Hey, 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 slap out.
Hey man, hey man, hey man, hey. Hey man, y'all nigga relax, man. Y'all nigga chill, man. You know we ain't coming here for all this shit, man. Come on, nigga. Hey man, let that shit go, man. Let that shit go, nigga. Can't hear that fun, nigga. Turn this up. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. Packages, 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 packages. Pulling up in that bar with no air condition. We support righteous, but we acting rich and we loaded. On my hip, that's a block. 40, bad little mama on lock, Goldie. She go hieroglyphics and emojis. She said, bro, what you wanna do, huh? I say, I wanna do what I wanna do only. She said, cool, bust a move. I say, cool, but you know me, is it room? She say, what? Is it room for my homies? They try to get down, giddy up, boom. Horsepower, they just need some ponies. Slap out, slap out, slap out, hey, slap out, slap out, hey, slap out, hey, slap out, hey, slap out, keep going, slap out, hey, bitch gone, slap out, there go my niggas, there go my niggas, there go my niggas, hey, 1, 2, 3, hit 'em, hey, there go my niggas, there go my niggas, there go my, there go my, there go my, hey, 1, 2, 3, hit 'em, hey, slap out, hey, slap out, hey, slap out, hey, slap out. Born June 17 with that's it. Yeah, she was born June 17 with that's it. Yeah, she was born June 17 with that's a Gemini. Bitch, I go Bethlehem on deck, I'm only 25. Let's go. They say life is a, well, what's her titty size? God, keep me abreast about what next. No niggas lie. Couple G with me throwing up 4, nigga know we bring to the table. I really came from the brick to stick this shit, get muddy like maybe. Yeah, we can get shit jump for it. I ain't dog, that mean I can't go roof. 90 degree when I been they corner. What the fuck nigga said I ain't gon' do? Who? Gon' put a name on do. I ain't gon' back folk out name. I'm a Luke Kang in the bit. I kick a flame in the boot, take to the tango, but I don't tangle with you. Gang on the move, angel strangling you and hang on the noose. Anybody that can't hear with you, stranger the fruit. Fuck is a mango. My noose angle is too sangle to mangle, but you claiming your truth banging. I mangle the group, aim for the roof, scrape for your brain with the truth. While I'm on top of the same roof, dangling you. Take a fifth to the head for the shit that you said and what you claim that you knew. And I won't feel shit in the AM for taking them shots. Pop, pop, I'm hangover proof. Then I drop, drop, drop. Then I chop, chop, chop like boom dots. You now lacing your boot up. Cause I'm so ill, I make her to wear your feet like what a name from the roots. Cause hold up, baby, you are currently beholding something greater than you. Gucci Kinte with an alien, so be careful what you say. It don't matter how the fuck large your big toe be. Nigga can't step on shit with no feet. Whoa. Yeah, she was born June 17, well that's a Gemini. Bitch, I go Bethlehem on deck, I'm only 25. They say life is a, well what's her titty size? God, keep me abreast about what next, no niggas lie. Couple G with me throwing up 4, nigga know we bring to the table. I really came from the brick to stick this shit, get muddier like maybe. Yeah, we can get shit jump for it. I ain't dog, that mean I can't go roof. 90 degree when I bent they corner. What the fuck nigga said I ain't gon' do? Who?
Lifestyle probably never change. $1 million won't let it rain. Lifestyle probably never change. $1 million won't let it rain. Lifestyle probably never change. $1 million won't let it rain. Lifestyle probably never change. $1 million won't let it rain. $50 on a petty chain. I think they waited for me. Taking off, they told me move slow. I put myself in the coupe hole. That's a 2-door, but with that 2-4. I think they waited for me. Bitch, and I know it's for me. Bitch, better hope I don't miss. Bitch, you know me. Let's go. I think they waited for me. Lifestyle probably never change. $1 million won't let it rain. $50 on a petty chain. I think they waited for me.
I told him.
I was on the edge, I bet how they let an outcast pass. Dumbbells in the bag with a semi-automatic, but I'm moving intelligent, nigga. Bow that, shoot at the pelican, nigga. Bow. All that shit was for the verb from the beginning. I never fit it in, but I couldn't let my people think the devil finna win. I'm alone, but shit is on. I take my chance. We miss fire, but when they listen to my shit, it be like this far. That's why these niggas and they feeling when my shit drop. Nigga tryna copy my sound like TikTok. Bitch, nigga, I am sound. My pants down and my middle finger to the whole gang. I'm conducting a soul train. They gon' look to the sky when it's over and no, I can't. I'm 42, these sucker niggas hate. I'm 42, I dug a nigga grave. Yeah, you paid. Yeah, you slave. Future woke up in a new Bugatti. Why the fuck was he sleeping? To question. Big guy, I know Jesus for nothing. Draco, nigga won't stick talk. Tell him I'm deep with discussion. Hey, what they do when they heard I was poppin'? Tried to Uzi my bird, I done dropped him in school. I was moving them birds out the locker. Them birds still chirping that word in my poppin'. Them fuck was gon' blow up the earth and I stopped them. I told them I'm back on a mission. Shit ain't over, I just had a collision and fraction my vision. I think they waited for me. Lifestyle probably never change. $1 million won't let it rain. $50 on a petty chain. I think they waited for me. Taking off, they told me move slow. I put myself in the coupe hole. That's a 2-door, but with that 2